Hi guys. I'm waiting for my man, Roachy Roach. I don't know where he is. I wanted to make it so we weren't late because I thought I would be late, but it's not me. It's the British person who is not here yet. He's usually earlier. Hold on. So, hi. What's going on, guys? I wanted to say happy holidays. Hope everyone had a happy holiday. Hold on, sorry. My chair's moving without my permission, which is rude. Um, yo, 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 yo. What's up, Marcus? Look, guys, I'm not even like that's rude. Just stay in one place. How are you guys doing? Hi, Kiwi vibes. That's like I have to train myself with that one. Um, okay. So we're all good, right? Everyone's good. Everyone's alive. Everyone is here. What did the fuck with this light, by the way? And we're not gonna bother with it now. Um, so couple of things we need to discuss. First of all, ham. We have to talk about ham. Hi, Victoria. We were talking about Bikram last night. I don't know if you caught that. It was on. Who did I do a stream with last night? Ray DeVito. And he was like, I've only been to one yoga class. It made me think of you, Victoria. He's like, I've only been to one yoga class. It was a Bikram yoga class. And it made me think of you. How is the crow going, by the way? Did you get crow? Um, Shortwave radio rules. I don't know what that means. Please no Rochi. Stop. We love Rochi. I want to catch up with Rochi. Hi, Oscar Electric. So I'm feeling better finally, guys. I was like, I don't know. Here's what's up, past. So here's what I think happened. Do you guys remember the movie Office Space when he made up the game jumping to conclusions? So I've jumped to a conclusion, which is a crazy conclusion. So I am not the kind of person that will ever be like, I'm sick. I will rub makeup into my face because I realized that I didn't do it that well. Sorry. Um, so I'm like, what the fuck is going on with me? I'm coughing. You guys, I was coughing and like clockwork waking up at like 3, 4 a.m. since around December 3rd. Rochi? Rochi!
All right.
What are you doing?
Uh, Coming on a live stream with Ashley Cummins. What are you doing?
How was your Christmas?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. How was yours?
It was okay. What are you wearing?
Clothes. This is a Cardiff Electric shirt. Yeah,
Can I see?
yeah. Open
Oh,
yours.
oh, cool, cool.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
must be cold because you've got like I used to do that when I was a kid, like the layering thing.
yeah. It's cold as shit here. I don't know what the temperature is. Let me tell you. It is 42 Fahrenheit right now. Um,
I love that
so
you're
it's cold.
translating that because I know it's Celsius. What is it, Celsius?
Yeah, good question. I'll tell you. 2 seconds. Yeah, as you can tell, I've been drinking a lot today, so I
Well,
was
it's the
surprised.
holidays. I feel like that's par for the course, no?
Yeah, that and alcoholism. Yeah, 7 degrees currently at the moment. 7 C.
So wait, 7 equals 45 Fahrenheit. 7 C equals 45 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
How does this even like? I mean, how does that even make
Y-
sense? Like Kiwi vibes. I know that you guys are on Celsius. I know Danielle is on Celsius.
Mm,
She's in England as well. But
hmm
like, how does Celsius work? Do you even know?
No, you're asking like again. I don't even know my fucking full name at the moment. I'm too drunk.
Your full
What's
name
this?
is Rochi the Brit,
Yeah.
just so you know.
Rochi the Brit. Yeah, yeah. Fair enough.
What's
Yeah.
been going
Anyway,
on? So you've been
go.
drinking alone all day?
No, but, I mean,
Is the
drinking
miss
alone is a
is
bit
the
heavy, right?
missus what's up?
I said drinking and I can't speak. Drinking alone is a little bit heavy to say.
Well, no, I don't think it's heavy. I want to talk about that after you finish what you're going to say, but go ahead.
Sorry, I'm making sure there's no liquid on my beard. No, so no, I like to drink on my own anyway. Fuck it, why
Who the
drink
fuck?
special?
Like, seriously, when there's that song, like,
Mm,
it's a country song, I believe, and it's like, I drink alone. It's like, what's wrong with that? I don't like
mm,
most people when I'm sober. So, and also,
mm.
like, I don't need to be around people to give me permission to drink, if that makes sense. I like
Yeah,
being alone most of the time. Why
yeah,
would I
cool.
not drink
Well,
alone?
well, not only that, actually, I'll be real with you. Like having like the holidays off and just being able to become a chatter again and watching the nonsense in the Dabbleverse go down is like a little reminder of to myself anyway why I started watching the Dabbleverse. Right, it's glorious. Yeah, yeah.
Wait,
I
can you
assume.
say that? Can you say that in a different way? You said
Mm,
one of the reasons,
right.
or correct me if
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
wrong, where I'm
So
wrong. Like one of the reasons you got into the Dabbleverse is because you like to be alone.
yeah, yeah. So think about it, right? You. So I don't know whether you've got a significant other, Ashley, but I assume most males that watch the Dabbleverse don't share this shit with their significant other, right? Because if you did, trust me, you probably get laughed out of the room. I've experienced that myself. As well as, isn't it funnier to like take time away from your loved one, watch this shit, and just point and laugh? And my thinking is, for example, Karmic X. I assume you've been watching some of the Dabbleverse, right?
So I want to talk about this. Do
Hmm.
you know who Jesse Angel is?
I'm aware a little bit of who she is. Uh, tell me.
Victorious. So I don't usually watch him. Like
Hmm.
I get the appeal. Like I sort of
Hmm.
get like it's like watching a train wreck or whatever. I've communicated with him before Felicia. Don't come after me, girl. I've communicated with him about producing music for a show, like
Hmm.
circa June, whatever. Um, just like really random, like that's it. We've never spoken on the phone. Well, actually, I did speak on the phone with him once. Someone paid me to be on a show, and that was a call or whatever. But I don't really get the whole thing. The Caddy Z thing got my attention,
Hmm.
right? But I didn't really understand the whole thing. Um, and then the Caddy Z thing happened, and it was like kind of piqued my interest. So I was gonna finish this. I'll remind me to tell you about what's been happening with my body for the last 3 weeks. But um, I
Oh,
was
you've had the shits that bad?
what's up?
I said you've had the shits that bad? 3 weeks? Come
You're such an asshole. I will get you. I have learned to Rochi troll. You don't even understand. I've been studying. Okay,
Okay.
so
Hmm.
wait for it.
Hmm.
I'm sorry you had the shits for 3 weeks, Rochi. I'm really sorry. I hope you're feeling better.
Hey,
But
I
so for
haven't had
one of
the
the
shits for
first
three
times
weeks.
ever,
Yeah.
I won't even let you finish that. But one of the first times ever, I was like, it was just funny because like Doom and I were texting and like we were both on the live and
Hmm.
it was I think last Monday or Tuesday or something like this. And this girl Jessie Angel is like, "Fuck you, Ashley. Shut the fuck up." And I'm like, and she's one of his moderators. And I'm like, this is one of the first times, or like maybe total 5 times since I learned the word Dabbleverse, which again was like in May. Maybe
Hmm.
one of the first times I'm like interacting with the chat or whatever. And like Doom's like, I love China. I was like, I also love China, blah, blah, blah. It was just kind of funny.
Hmm.
And she's like, shut the fuck up, Ashley. And I'm
So,
like, she's like, or I'll ban you or I'll block you or something. And I was like, and she wrote, this is why your sister hates you. And I was like, why didn't I'm gonna respond to that. Why does my sister hate me? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Who the fuck are you, by the way? Excuse my
so
language. I don't even know if I'm out of YouTube terms of services because I can't keep up with it. But then she literally banned me. And I was like, okay, you're not doing anything for the person that you're like Karmic,
so,
who's a moderator, right? I mean,
mhm.
who's the host of the show, and you're a moderator for them. Like, I don't get it. And then, I asked like a couple people, like, she's very well known for being a bitch and she's very like unlikable. I believe it. That was my first interaction with her ever.
So she has just no exact little. I can't even speak. She's got half the Dabbleverse blocked, by the way, on YouTube. Just her own
Well, that
account, just
doesn't do
because.
anything for Karmic because I was
Mhm.
gonna actually give him
So
money, and you
mhm.
can't give money when they ban you from the chat.
Yeah. So and again, like, do we care about Karmic getting money? No, but that's not the point.
Well,
It's more.
actually, Rochi, I did think about that. I'm like, I want to like throw him money, but at the same time, I don't want to be responsible for this person like having too much
Well,
money that they're gonna hurt themselves or something. If that makes
see,
sense.
now this is where I do the terrible thing of promoting SuperTip. That's the wonderful thing about SuperTip, right? You can be banned in a YouTube chat, but you can go over and give people money using SuperTip. However, I will say this: if a mod has banned you in a YouTube chat, don't give them money via SuperTip. Fuck that. Just like say, okay, that's that. Because honestly, with this Jessie girl, alleged female, um,
Wait,
the way
alleged
she,
female? There's a question mark there.
I mean, have you seen her?
No, I never even knew her handle or saw her name before she banned
So,
me and told me to fuck myself on Monday or whatever.
so that was a little inside joke, but I'll let that one slide and won't explain it. Um, right. So, honestly, Ash, what's funny is I was it yesterday or the day before. I forget what the days all get mixed
It's
up.
the holidays.
Um,
It's okay.
she she was saying, "All right, so I've heard you were shit talking me on MLC comic," and he, of course, was like, "No, I'd never mentioned you once. Everybody else brought you up. Blah blah blah. All these lies, right?" And she said, "Well, if that is the case, you can unmod me." And as of then, he didn't unmod her at all, right? So she's honestly, Ash, everyone says you're a little bit fucking in the head. She definitely is, right? But anyway,
I
what?
okay, stop. You
Mhm.
can't just slide that shit in, Roach. Okay. Everyone says
What?
you're a little in the head. I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure most people know I'm not at this point.
Yeah,
I could
exactly.
be
Like,
wrong.
yeah,
I
yeah.
could be wrong.
Mm. Well, you're not crazy, are you?
I don't know. Anyone's guess.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't go after your sister on Twitter publicly. You wouldn't do that, would you?
I didn't go after my sister.
I'm joking, Ashley. I'm joking.
Thank you. Like I said, per her words, she took the first shot on
Mhm.
Howard Stern in 2013. So my defending myself is not going after someone, if that makes sense. But please do proceed, sir.
Right, okay. So isn't it funny? We were talking about this mod rather than Karmic X, when in actual fact, Karmic himself has been the reason to watch. So I'm going to make the assumption you saw his appearance on MLC with Felicia, right?
Hold on one second. Excuse me, I'm getting over a cough.
Yeah, no, it's,
Oh, remind me to tell you about this cough.
yeah. You can
Excuse
mute
me.
the button. You can
I
mute
beg
the
your
mic.
pardon?
You
Like,
can mute the
calm
mic if you.
down. You know what?
I know.
Stop
I'm
telling
just
me what
saying,
you're
like,
so bossy today. What is going on?
I'm having a drink. I'm having a great time. It's fine. I'm just being a
Okay,
bit fucking
good.
sassy. Like,
So
relax.
calm down. Just
Hmm?
be sassy. You're always sassy. What was I gonna tell you? So yes, you were saying watching Karmic X. No, the
Mm.
Caddy Z thing. Oh, did I see the Felicia? I saw a
Yeah, yeah.
clip where Felicia like confronts him or whatever in the last
Mhm.
2 3 days. Yes,
Okay.
I'm
So,
privy.
so that MLC episode was fascinating for me for two reasons, right? One, the fact that Karmic X finally had to admit that he was lying, obviously, and he made Felicia look sane, which is crazy in itself, right?
I
However, go
I
on.
want to disagree, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, we'll circle back to that in a second. But I was more distracted by the fact that Brennan is so paranoid that he cannot leave guests on his show while he has to run to the toilet. He has to kick everybody off,
Oh, I
and he
didn't see
did
that
that.
part. What do you
He
mean?
he did that twice. He takes everybody off screen, just leaves a blank screen,
Oh,
right?
so they can't
So
talk to each other while he's peeing or whatever.
no, yeah, yeah. So there's nothing. So the audience that are watching, and at that time, I think over 600 people watching. Just have to watch a blank screen for a couple of minutes while he's gone for a piss to come back. And then the first time he did it, when she come back, Felicia went, "Yeah, fuck this. I'll just unload on Karmic X and reveal a couple of things. First off, that Catty Z character, he
Mhm.
claimed that was her creation. Told him he should do that. That's a lie. So you said that's a fascinating character for you, right?
Well, I just that like okay, so watching him since May or so on and off, you're just like, okay, I get it. There's gonna be like AI girls with big boobs,
Mhm.
and there's gonna be a lot of yelling and maybe some tears, and like it's not super compelling content to me, frankly. Um, and then when he did the Caddy Z thing, I was just like, like it was compelling. I was like, this feels like it's too natural or something. Does that make sense? Like, I mean, he
Mhm.
would. I've never seen him like that, but it was like I don't have a cigarette,
So
so let's pretend this is a cigarette. Like, yeah, 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 like it was just like, whoa, buddy. Like, I've never seen
so
a straight man be like so easily imitating a not straight person. Like, I don't know. What do you think?
I might butcher this, but that's partly because I'm drunk. What do they call them? Fag hags? Is it fair to say that you're a fag hag,
Fat
Astrid?
me, I do have a gay best friend who's a
Hmm.
male. So do you know what a fag hag is?
Um, well, I'm literally calling Karmic X a fag hag. So
Well,
yeah,
that
I
would
do believe
mean,
it.
so by
Hmm.
definition, because I know in England you guys call cigarettes fags. By
Hmm.
definition, a fag hag would be a woman, a
Hmm.
female that
Hmm.
surrounds herself with gay men.
Hmm.
And
Right. So
in my opinion, it's
mm.
because gay men are easier to get along with than women in a lot of cases or whatever. I think it's kind of weird if
so,
like a woman's only friends are like gay men. And I'm just gonna say that because like I love my gays. I'm just gonna say that, but if your only friends are gay men, like maybe there's something going on. I don't know. But one of my closest friends is a gay man for 14 years. I mean, he's been my friend for 14 years. He's been gay, obviously, a lot longer. Um, but no, I'm not a fag hag.
all right, okay.
But
The
if
reason,
Carmix was a fag hag, that would mean he hung out with a lot of gay men or women,
well,
depending, right?
well, so like you said, he come across like he felt like he felt himself. I suppose is probably the way. Again, I'm putting words in your mouth.
Well,
Um,
unless he
but yeah.
was like practicing that, it was so natural. Like everything was just rolling. I mean, he's like, well, like it was interesting to watch. Do you agree?
No, it wasn't interesting to watch.
I mean, as a man, you might have felt different about it, right?
Yeah, honestly, I was shocked because I was like, "What? Okay, this is like." At least if you watch somebody like play a character, like on a TV show or whatever, like you don't necessarily see them break. However, you can tell that they're playing a character. With that, I couldn't see a character being played,
Me
and that was
neither.
scary. That was scary because it's like, okay, this guy is way too comfortable putting makeup on his face. Now, don't get me wrong, each to their own, but like, you don't see me with any fucking makeup.
Well, I was just gonna ask you, like I thought before the show, we kind of talked about you were gonna wear some lipstick and some blush. I'm not
No, I
seeing
think
that.
before this show, we were trying to figure out whether we could tell the time difference between ourselves. Turns out that we can't figure it out.
It turns out for the first time I was early.
Wait, you say that like you've experienced being late numerous times.
Okay, what?
Sorry, that tickled me.
Okay, you know what? I think we need to calm down, Rochi. How
Hey,
was your
listen,
Christmas?
listen. It was great. Sorry, you can't set me up, Ashley, while I'm drunk and not expect me to make a joke about you being late.
When am I late? When have I been late?
I don't know. You tell me.
I mean, there have been times that you've been like, Ashley, hit the live button, and I didn't know,
Yeah,
like, we
you went
weren't
live even
live.
before I was here. Like that was weird. Like you said, quarter to the
I
hour.
was waiting for you. Well, I told you I made it 2:45 because you said it
Mhm.
was late by you, and I'm grateful that you're here. And as much as a little sassy ass bitch you want to be, I still will always love you in a platonic way with all respect to the missus. But I was here at like 2:31 and we can prove
Hmm.
this.
Yeah, it was weird because the message to me was like, "I got to take a massive shit and then I'll get ready." Yeah,
But then you blame me for taking whatever you said. So
yeah,
here's what's
massive
up.
shit.
I think that like so I never like to tell myself that I'm sick. Even
Hmm.
when I feel like not my best, I just say like
Yeah.
I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine.
Hmm.
But this time it's been since December 3rd that I'm
Hmm.
waking up coughing like literally like insanity. Like it was really, really bad, Roach. Like every night, like at waking up at 4, it was kind of like clockwork, which is crazy. And I know that, one of my best friends, Danielle, lives in England. So she's always 8 hours ahead of me. So I'm like, I can
Hmm.
text her, but I can't go to sleep. So I'm like coughing myself to like almost whatever. And she goes, the other day, and so I went to see the doctor. I got medicine, and he's like, just take cough syrup. But it was rough. It's been rough. We're going on today. I don't know what the fuck. You can do the math for me because I can't. So today is the 27th, I believe, or the 26th, right? So
Yeah,
27.
27th. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So she goes, Ash, yesterday, she's like, Ash, I think you might have had COVID. And like I'm
Right. Okay.
thinking to myself, like maybe I had like walking pneumonia. I had no idea because I've had coughs that have lasted for a little bit, but I've
So,
never felt like this. And I with medicine from the doctor, with he told me to take Mucinex DM. Like I'm like, is this like I don't like I thought I got COVID in 2020, but like she was like here's the symptoms because I got them. She's like you're just gonna like it's literally I don't have a headache, I don't have a fever, nothing, just a cough, and
mhm.
my obviously my respiratory system feels compromised, so I can't like walk as far. It's like
Mhm.
just walking to like the
So,
mailbox or walking my dog. I'm like it's a
so,
lot, but
so, Ash,
yes sir.
there's two things to be said here. One, do you find every winter you get a little bit under the weather by any chance?
Do I find what?
Every winter,
Mm-mm. No,
not
rarely
every
get
winter.
sick.
Right, okay.
I
You
rarely
rarely
get
get sick.
sick. I
Okay.
have
Okay.
one thing that's
Mm.
been going on since I was 9 years old, which is a gastrointestinal situation where no one even wants to know about this. It's been happening since I was 9 years old and it's connected to stress. So that will hit me like sometimes I will go 3 years without it, but then sometimes I'll have it twice in a year and that just knocks me out. But no, I'm pretty my immune system is pretty solid.
Right. Sorry, we need to talk about that. So, you said gastro issues, right?
Gastroenteritis
Mhm.
is what it's
Mhm.
called. A doctor at Georgetown University explained it to me. There's like my stomach muscles start going so fast I can't keep down water. Like in one time, my mom took me to the emergency room when I was like 11, and I'll never forget going home with my mom from the emergency room, and she goes,
Mhm.
"Ashley, they gave you starts with a D." Dilaudin. They gave you Dilaudin, and that's what they gave me when I was pregnant with
Mhm.
you. Like, but the Dilaudin stops that muscle because it's basically like the muscle. I guess I get stressed out, and the muscle goes da 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 da, da, and I can't even keep down water, so it gets pretty scary. Um,
When when you say keep down, do you mean you just like you go for a piss a lot, or do you mean like you keep?
no, it's like, have you ever seen the movie Exorcist?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't isn't that the one where she throws up a lot?
Yeah, well, that's yeah, yeah. But again,
It's
that's
pretty
all like
bad. I just end up like, and it gets
but
so bad that if it lasts like it usually lasts like 3, 4 days. But after 4 days, I have to go to a hospital and get IV
yeah,
hydration.
yeah, fair enough.
Lady KB.
Anyway, so we were talking about karmic X, right?
Right.
And
Let's stay
obviously
on
the cat
topic,
is
by the
issue.
way. I know you've
Yeah,
been drinking a lot today, but if we can
I'm
just
trying to, but
stick to the
again,
point, Rochi,
you, right. So but sorry, Ash, I cannot let you just say, oh yeah, I've had this issue since I was a kid and not comment about it because straight away you said gastro, and I went, oh shit, are you like? I made a joke earlier. You were shitting for 3 weeks. I was almost right
Yeah,
though.
but
So,
here's the thing, like it's not about the lower half of the body. The gastrointestinal stuff is about your stomach. So it's
mhm.
not
Hmm.
It's not what you said.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, so yeah, so Comic X, right? So he makes an ass of himself in front of Felicia on MLC, and like I said, I was more like, I don't
Oh,
know.
this is where we had a disagreement. So you felt
Yeah.
how did you feel about that appearance?
So he made an ass of himself, twofold. One, because it turned out that he was full of shit, right? And two, he made Felicia look good. This is a person that's admitted that she had a post-it notes up on an apartment wall that obviously everybody's making the assumption just had the word "kill Pat Dixon" written on every single one of them, right? So he made her look sane, which is crazy.
I don't
Yeah,
know. Did okay, I think that was his intention, but from an objective point of view, I didn't see the actual show. I only saw
no,
clips.
okay.
From an objective place, I
Hmm.
felt, and I will say this, because this is how I felt, and this is the truth. I didn't feel like that was like how it came off. Maybe this is a female perspective. I just felt like every time he spoke, she was like, "No, that's not what happened. Tell the truth." Da 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 da. Like I felt like she looked more controlling and kind of scary, if I'll just go ahead and say that, than
Yeah.
anything
So,
else.
right, okay. So you would rather him take the lead, which is fine. That's
No,
fair
I'd
enough.
rather him
Um,
stick to his own
so,
truth, whatever that is. And it might be
well,
something in between what they both said, right? But to see him retreat like that and her like, no, 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 tell the truth. Like the way that she was just kind of like, it feels familiar to me, and I won't say why, but when someone is like you're speaking and someone is like cutting you off to tell you how to say something or to tell you to say it in a different way, I think it's very strange.
but also I think if you're see again, this is crazy, right? We're actually taking this whole fucking thing seriously. Um, they
I
were
mean,
in
it's
a
all fucking
relationship,
crazy,
right?
isn't it?
No, no, no. It's crazy because to think one they were in a relationship anyway. That's what it's crazy.
Well, yes,
Anyway,
that
um,
too. I don't mean,
mhm.
was that even a real thing? I don't know. I don't know.
But let's go with it was a real thing, and in which
Okay.
case then she's actually just going, well, wait a minute, why are you talking shit? You're actually lying, and he backed down, which again just proves that okay, he's in agreement with her in that moment, which means he was lying before, right? So the Catty Z character wasn't her saying, yeah, you should run with that idea or come up with that idea. That was a load of bollocks. And then in which case, then, like the whole fucking checking out the chatter thing, which was that Jesse Angel, by the way, um, was that bollocks? And it turns out, no, that wasn't bollocks. The other crazy thing she said was about the orchestra that they went to see, right? Is it orchestra or play, whatever the fuck it was, right?
They went to the, I want to say that they went to the symphony. There was a
Yeah,
violinist
that's it. Yeah, 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 yeah. So that whole scenario, right? So she's gone into a new relationship, and she's gone.
with
Oh, this is
Clearwater
it.
Chad.
No. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm talking about
Oh, you're
Comic X,
saying
the
back when
Clearwater
they
Chat
were
thing.
at the place. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
didn't make
So,
any sense either. And she
hmm
was like, I'll look her up and then I'll
hmm
contact the maestro. And I was like, all of this feels
so,
weird.
so the reason why I say that, Ash, and again, going back to what I said earlier, so everyone thinks you're a little bit fucking screw loose in the mind, right? But obviously, me and you know
Everyone
that
thinks that?
that's
Okay.
well, I mean, that's the consensus in the Dabbleverse before now, right?
I thought I
But
was the holier than now. I won a award for that. So maybe that goes with crazy, but yeah, people
wait,
can think
wait.
whatever they want. I prefer
So,
you guys think I'm very dumb and
so
crazy. That's fine.
Sorry, who gave you that award? Was that Dave Serra by any chance?
Yes.
Right, okay. So Dave Serra, the guy that you're helping get fit and lose weight, gave you an award, and that's not odd.
I'm trying to get him healthy and fit.
Hmm. Yeah, it's an uphill struggle. Yeah. Anyway.
Wait, what do you mean? Like you don't think I deserve that award? What are you talking about?
No, I just think it's a bit strange that he would blow smoke up your ass, seeing that you're helping him out.
Wait, what do you mean?
As in, of course, he would give you an award. You're helping him out, right? You're doing something that you would normally. I'm going to make the assumption, actually, that you're not charging him for the yoga classes that you're giving him.
I am not. That is a correct assumption.
Exactly. So therefore, he's making sure that you're good. Yes, Pest, you were robbed, but I'm sure you're being running next year for best clipper. Yeah, yeah. So we're losing track, right? So we're talking about karmic ex. So, like you
Yes,
said,
let's
she
get
not
back
only
on
did she,
track, Rochi, please. Come on now.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying my hardest, right? Bearing in mind, literally an hour ago, you were like, "Do you want to do a show?" I'm like, okay, fair enough. So
That's
it's gonna be a
true.
shit show, right? So not only did she like follow the person on Instagram, right? Like you said, she reached out and followed, or at least like stalked. That's the only way you can do it. The maestro, right? Why would she do that? And again, she's just gone into a new relationship with this guy, and she's supposed to like say, "Look, we're all cool and everything." That sounds mental. It's almost as if she's gone, "Well, I'm going to go and follow this guy to make you jealous," which is crazy, right?
Agree. The Ron Fuddle thing says it all for me, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sorry, I don't get this at
so,
all. And if
so
you would do that, I don't think that there's like, okay, if you would pretend, first of all, there's so many things about the fuddle thing, guys. I just have to tell you, Rochi specifically,
mhm,
to have a fake name
mhm.
and pay money from a fake name to say things is insane to me. How does everyone just float that one by? That is nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's not like Oscar Electric's using a fake name right now. Yeah, I can't even point
Well,
correctly.
he's using a fake name, but he's not buying super chats to get attention. What's up,
True.
Tuna Town? Is that Tuna
So
Town? Oh, sorry.
out of tune.
But he's not trying to shift a narrative under a fake name. And then when I saw, and I'm just going to say it because I don't care, I'm going to speak the truth today. When I saw her explanation for that, like in July or August, it was like, yeah, like the way she says it made so much sense to her. It made zero sense to me. Yeah, I asked my friend if I could use his account
Hmm.
to, post. Who the fuck is using someone else's account for literally anything, but specifically to pay money to send a message? If you have a message and it's the truth, I mean, y'all know I don't have alt accounts. I mean, there are alt accounts that are like people are pretending to be me. But Roachy, can you imagine? I was like, yo, Roach,
Hmm.
can you give me your like handle so I can like super chat Kevin Brennan's channel or whoever so I can get this message across? I mean, that's fucking wild.
Right. Remember, I'm a little bit sassy. Yeah, it's not like
Yes,
you've
you're
messaged
a
me
lot of
before.
it sassy, by the way, sir.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. It's not like you've messaged me before and gone, "Hey, look, that person's got membership only chat. Can you tell them I'm watching the show and I appreciate what they're saying?" Like you've not
The
done
only
that.
thing I ever did, which fucking idiot, and I fucking hate this guy, Tom Meyer, fuck himself, whatever his name is. I, on principle, will never give Kevin Brennan money because he owes me money. I've forgotten about it and it's fine, but I would never super chat him. So Tom Myers, who texts me like for the last 8 months, like at least once or twice a month, like, hey Ashley, how you doing? Like, shut the fuck up. I'm fine. Leave me alone. I'm like, yo, can you send us $2 super chat? This is when I cared
Yeah.
about Kiki. This is when I
Hmm.
gave a shit, and I was just like, ask why she's lying. He's like, I think I told you this. He literally said, Ashley, it's a tax write off, and it's $2, so you should do it yourself. I'm sorry. Again, I'm going to ask this question: is anyone writing off on taxes their fucking super chats?
Sorry. Sorry. So you're saying Tom Myers is writing off his super chats?
That's what he told me. I said I texted him. I was like, because this was like I want to say like July, August, and Kiki's on there like lying about me and whatever. And I text Tom Myers, who texts me like at this point twice a month minimum. Yo, can you put in a $2 super chat? I think I even said like I'll pay you back or something. But on principle, I will not give Kevin Brennan money.
Mm.
Um, and he goes, Ashley, it's $2 and it's a tax write-off. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, who the fuck is writing off $2 super chats? Like, is anyone doing that
Well, apparently
besides
Tom
Tom
Myers. Yeah,
Myers?
apparently Tom Myers. Yeah, yeah, that's weird. Anyway,
Back to the subject, karmic.
hmm yeah, yeah. All right. So not only did he make it an ass of himself, he's admitted before on stream that he's only started drinking because he needs to become entertaining. Now, trust
Because
me,
he needs
this
what? To become entertainment?
yeah, to become entertaining, right? Because he's got nothing, right? And let's be real, Ashley, right? This is not riveting content right now. Yeah, this is just me and you having a chat. This really should be a Discord call. But like you said, fuck it. I want to go live. We haven't spoken in a while. Let's fucking do it. Right? Fair enough.
Mhm.
I don't expect anybody's watching. And if you are, right, enjoy
We have
whatever it
no
is,
one watching us right now,
right?
like
Oh,
literally
that's good.
0
Brilliant.
people.
Yeah, that's fine. That's the way it should be, right? Because it's not like we haven't got anything groundbreaking. We're not going to play any
Well,
clips.
we might have some groundbreaking things that we can stumble upon. I have a few things, but please do proceed, sir.
Yeah, you were going to tell everybody about those massive shits you've had for the last 3 weeks. But
Oh my God, Rochi, you're so embarrassing. You're like projecting onto me. It's
how am
rude.
I projecting?
Because
I'm
you're the
quite
one
happy
that's
to
been
discuss my
having
shits.
massive shits. You just told us.
No, no. I'm saying you have. Anyway, right. So he admits
I
that
just think we look like I eat enough to have massive shits, but please do go ahead.
yeah. What do you eat on a daily basis? Seeing you don't eat
Go
meat.
back to what you were saying. We can talk about my diet later.
All right, okay.
I
So
have to
yeah, so
take
not.
notes because I keep
Mm,
interrupting you. Go ahead.
yeah, and again, this is like a phone call conversation, so get used to it. It's gonna right ebb and
Well, we're
flow.
just having fun. We're
So
catching
yeah.
up. People
So
like to have a nice hangout. And
mhm.
finally, Doom will leave me alone forever. So that works.
Doom,
Doom?
lovely lady. Yeah. Anyway,
Lovely lady.
mhm. Yeah, she certainly is. So Comic X admits that he has to drink to become entertaining. Well, with
Oh.
that
But
is
what about when he goes sober? Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna write my
wait,
questions
no,
down.
yeah,
With
no, you're
that,
right. What happens when he goes sober?
well, no, no,
He
no.
comes.
Finish your thought. I'm just gonna write down
No,
my
no,
questions.
yeah, no. I'm going to answer that and then carry on, right? Because that's what you do on a show. You know, somebody asks a question, you answer it. Anyway,
And also in England, it's you carry on, right?
yeah, drink
Isn't
up.
a slogan.
Yeah. Anyway, what are you drinking?
Finish what you were talking about. I'm drinking Dr. Pepper and vodka right now.
Right, good, awesome. Enjoy.
Well, you
Yeah,
were
have
like,
your
I've been
daily
drinking
vodka,
all
right?
day. I was like,
So
I'll make a drink.
yeah. So not only does he admit that he's drinking, and like you said, what happens when he goes sober? He actually comes up with not a bad premise or idea, which is to read the headlines of news articles. Now, not a bad premise if you're going to do a show. However,
Minnesota
this
news articles, global
you,
news articles. What are we talking about?
right initially he started with like anything that he was looking on. I don't know, like Google homepage or whatever, fuck Google News or whatever. Then he's now narrowed it down to just US news, right? Now, not a bad premise. However,
Is it
he
politics or is it everything? I haven't seen this.
everything, right? It's like literally him talking about, for example, Christmas on Boxing Day. He was talking about, which is the day after Christmas, by the way, the
I
fact
just
that,
learned that Boxing Day has nothing to do with boxing, but yeah, go ahead.
of course not. What you thought it was?
And you
Anyway,
guys have like
right?
4 of them. We have to talk about Boxing Day, but finish because I want
We
the
don't.
world to know what
We
it
have one.
actually is.
Yeah, we have one Boxing Day. But anyway, um, so he says, and I quote, "Oh, America did strikes in Nigeria against ISIS. I didn't know ISIS was still a thing." You go, well, that's not a bad premise, right? Now,
Wait, what do you mean? Okay.
sorry, do you
I'm
want me
gonna
to
ask
address this
questions
comment?
after. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, am I embarrassing you, Ashley?
No, I'm embarrassing myself because I feel like I keep interrupting you. So I'm gonna make notes about the questions I have. So
Right,
ISIS
okay.
wasn't a
There you go,
thing.
Archie. Yeah. So anyway, so with that like little segment he's doing, like just reading news articles and giving these little feelings or thoughts on it, it's not a bad premise. However, it's it needs tuning up, right? And that's just one idea, and it lasts what 5 minutes max, and he goes live for what 4 hours, right? So you're like, okay, you've got a bit for a show for 5 minutes. Now what? Oh, you're just reacting at people throwing money at you, and then you're gonna cry because people are pointing out your lies, your inconsistencies, the fact that you flip flop on a dime, the fact that for almost a month now you thought you were going to Hackermania because Melton and Rocco offered you to do a deal with Michael Ray Bauer to go to Hackmania,
That's
and you thought
hilarious.
you were going to get paid to go there. Now it's I'm not going to go because Shmuel Buckman's going to be there. Like,
Wait, wait, hold
mhm.
on. CarMax is not going to Hackmania because Shmuel Buckman's gonna be there?
That's what he said. When in
Why?
actual
Is he
reality,
afraid to get a $20 bill?
exactly, is that why you want to go to Hackmania, Ashley?
No,
Because you
there
want to
was a
get some of that?
funny
Mm.
joke that someone said, like, the last event, Buckman was throwing out $20 bills, and I was like, "I just don't see how that makes sense," but it was a joke and a joke. Get a joke.
It's almost as if Buckman's been going around paying people off to talk good about him. It's strange.
Oh, interesting. Echo is here. Can you read that, please?
Actually, going to Hackmania, can we do in real life yoga stream? Um, you want to do yoga with a fruit?
Yes, actually, we Echo was gonna be my next student, but then, like, we kind of both, I think, realized, and I still want him to be my student, that he's not gonna like he's a pineapple. So how is he gonna even like show if he moves his arms or anything? Also, Echo, you're busted. There was a clip that I saw recently, and you said you were mad at me because I taught Rochi yoga, and I think that's very rude. I mean, it
I,
was
I,
like from 4 or 5 months ago.
I think what's going on, Ash, is Eccles a little bit jelly that Rochi isn't as fat as he once was, and he
Have you
thinks it's
lost some
yoga.
weight?
Yeah, apparently so. Like I said, like I've been alluding to, I've had massive shits for 3 weeks, right?
That is one way to lose weight. So again, you
Yeah.
are projecting onto me. It wasn't me shitting the last 3 weeks. It was you. You're the shitter.
Shitter. Did you notice the way you just said that anyway? So,
Well, my friend Danielle has been here, but she just left like a week ago. So
mm.
she's like Northern English, which is you're in Londonish area, right?
Yeah, I'm down
So
south. Yeah.
she's north of London. But yeah, there's a lot of things like after she'll leave. She'll come to like every 6 months. When she leaves me, I end up saying like English stuff. Like what?
Fair enough. Anyway, I lost what we were talking about. What were we talking about? Oh yeah,
We're
karmic
talking
X,
about karmic
not having
X.
anything.
You were talking.
So
Well, here's what I have notes on: karmic
mhm,
being sober, and then ISIS.
yeah, so that sticks in my mind, and I'll tell you for why. It's because Rocco decided, oh, that's a funny bit that he did.
Rocco
Let me
equals
just,
Tukey, right? Same.
yeah, Rocco, El Reble, Tuki, Bedorable, and Cordiff. Yeah, yeah. So, all those characters and God, at least you forget little KB and God. Yeah. So Rocco decided to take that and just put some, I don't know what you call them, like stingers or whatever, where it would say Comic X News and play a little bit of music, right? And it made it funny,
Did
right?
you say stingers?
Yeah, I believe that's what you called it, right? Or
I mean,
little
what is your
embers,
definite? What is your working definition of a stinger?
little video at the end of something, like a punchline.
Like an
The
outro?
No, like a video element of what I would say what Chad does every time. You know when there's a punchline and Chad hits a button and you hear "Ba-dum, tsh," which is called a rim shot, right? But I'm not allowed to talk about rim shots on YouTube. What's got you laughing?
I just learned what a rim shot was like 2 days ago, and it's
Right,
not.
sorry,
It's not. It can't
sorry,
be a stinger. It's just no way. But
sorry.
go
Ash,
ahead.
first off, I know it's rude to ask a woman her age, so I'm not going to ask you your
I'm
age. However,
44 years old. I think
how on
everyone knows
earth
that.
did you not know what a rim job was until you were 44?
Because I'm pretty fucking naive if you haven't noticed that. And I haven't given a rim job. I've never received a rim job. And yeah, that's that a rim job, if anyone wants to look it up, is not something that I think anyone should ever know about, quite frankly.
Right, sorry,
I mean,
Ash.
unless
So
you're a gay man and there's nothing wrong with being gay, but I'm just saying.
speaking of gay men, you once had MKE come and visit you, and you don't know what a
Oh,
rim job is.
you're so crazy. Can we stick to the fucking topic, please?
Dude, you just said to the everybody watching, like all 12 of you. How many watching, right? You just said
12.
that you
It's
didn't
less
know.
than 12. There's like 5 people watching.
All right, all 5 people watching, right? You just said you didn't know what a rim job was. That's hilarious. And Oscar Electric, you really want me to ask her that? I'm not going to ask her that. Or ask me that. Fuck you. Anyway.
What is he asking?
Yeah.
Can we ask Rochi
Go on, Ash. Explain to me what that is.
a Blumpkin? So as far as I know, as far as I have heard, a Blumpkin, please do correct me if I'm wrong and let me YouTube terms of services, which I don't know. Let me try to explain this in the most GPG rated way that I can. I believe a Blumpkin is when you're sitting on you're on the head, right?
Hmm.
Or what do you call it? You guys straight up call it the toilet.
The
In
throne,
English,
if you will. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the throne when you're sitting on the throne. You're so stupid sometimes. When I say stupid, I mean like funny. Um, when you're sitting on the throne
Hmm.
and a woman will perform
Hmm.
fellatio, is that the right way to say it?
Hmm. So, yeah, so take it this way. A woman's giving head while you're taking a shit. There you go.
Okay, that doesn't get my channel in trouble, right?
No, it's YouTube. You're fine.
Oh, right, right. Oh, yes, you said that well. So if I'm not mistaken, that is what it is.
Anyway,
Wait,
we
someone
got
said
sidetracked.
throwback dirty chance Sanchez. That's really funny.
Anyway, so what the hell were we talking about? Karmic X, right? Oh yeah,
Yes.
so he did that news thing, and Rocco decided to like jazz it up a little bit with a video edit, and it looked fine. But my problem is okay, that's a 5 minute segment, and Rocco, rightly so, hasn't given that little stinger, as I've called it, whatever you want to call that thing, to Karmic X, so he can't use it in real time. So as a viewer watching him, it's just a bog standard him reading through the news articles, right? We don't get the little fucking video, the stinger, to add to the punchline, if you will. So I go, okay, then what else has Karmic X got? And to your point, what does he do when he's sober? This is a guy who claimed that he was going to be this generation's Joe Rogan, right?
Wait,
Okay.
wait, back it up because I was pretty. Never mind. I almost wanted to say something. I need
Hmm.
to bite my tongue a lot today.
Well, so
Um.
so Ash,
So
right? So
his plan is to be the new Joe Rogan. Is that what you're saying?
his words at one point was, "I'm going to be this generation's Joe Rogan,"
Well,
right?
how is he gonna beat my sister? Because right now my sister has more subscribers and views apparently than Joe Rogan. So he's got a race to win.
Exactly, and also, how much is it costing her to do that at the moment? Buying
I
those
don't
views that
know.
she
You
is.
should. I don't. This is not
Mm,
my content. I am
mm,
repeating what numero uno Josh Jenny fan has found out, and then this guy sent me a video. It's got like 71,000 views in 24 hours. I don't even know who this dude is, but yeah, it's pretty sad. It's pretty dark. And then someone, I will not say their name, found out my sister has like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a way, I don't know how to do it. You can block certain words. So if people try to comment on your channel, you can block words. And
mhm.
someone that I trust very much found out she blocked the word view and views from her comment section.
It's funny you say that, and I know we're not talking about this guy, but I discovered quite recently because I'm a little bit slow. Convicted liar is blocked in Joey C's chat, and I don't know why that is. It's weird, but I
Interesting. Is he
digress.
a
Yeah,
convicted liar?
yeah, no shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But like that's an interesting two words to put together to have blocked. How did
Yeah,
you
it's
find out that they were blocked, by the way?
because I spam it in his chat all the time. That's how I found out. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah.
So my question about this, so we can get back to the fucking
Hmm.
topic, Rochi, because you're all over the place, quite frankly. Um,
Yeah,
I
it's my
love
fault.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course it's your fault. I love you. You're the best. In a platonic way. Big up to the missus. Um, so when he's sober, is he ever like sober? Like in that clip that I saw recently, he's like, I'm sober, and like he's a little bit more standoffish and a little bit more, like you said, uh like he was like validating or vindicating the girl. Bye
Hmm.
Felicia. Um, but do we know when he's sober or not sober? Like,
So honestly, Ash, it's speculation at this point, right? So I assume you saw what 3 months ago, somebody zoomed in when he didn't have his background on, and you could see what he said was scratches on a table, which quite conveniently looked like three white lines. Yeah.
wait, hold on, back up. I did not see this. So
Mhm.
he, when he zoomed in, oh, to the table that he was like his desk,
Yeah, yeah, his desk.
and
Yeah,
there
yeah.
was lines on the table. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, and he's saying there's scratch marks on his computer desk, right? Um,
Hold on one second. Dislabeled. You know I'm pissed at you, but thank you for the super chat. Can you read that, Rochi?
probably not, but yeah, disabled for 2 Canadian bucks. Thanks. Um, do you think Felicia will eventually murder Karmic X?
What do you think, Rochi?
Uh, no, I think he's going to probably take himself out before she can get the opportunity to do so.
I think dislabeled
YouTube
is
sells
gonna
itself.
end me, by the way. Like, I'm
Right.
terrified of you.
What's the matter with disabled?
He'll tell you if he wants to. I'm not gonna say it. Let's just stick to the
Hmm.
topic.
So yeah, I'm trying to, but you got distracted by a super chat and another one. There you
Dislabeled annoys me because he like found my secret private number and I still don't know how he found it.
go. Wait, Ash, is that secret private number registered under your name?
No, it's not, by the
Oh
way.
shit. Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, it's my bat phone. And my dad always told me to have a bat phone. And I was like, how did you get this number? The other phone number that everyone has, it's all over the internet. People like Ashley gives her number to everyone. I'm like, it was literally the business phone number from my yoga studio. There's like not a lot
So
of people that don't have it. Wait, what's up?
Ash, I've got that number.
I know, but
Yeah,
you don't
partly
have
because
my bat phone number because I don't even have WhatsApp on it. I have nothing on it. I have like 10 contacts on it, but just labeled somehow got it.
mm.
Anyway,
Anyway,
let's
you're getting
proceed.
distracted.
Thank you
Let's
for
get
the
back on
super
topic.
chats disabled. I forgive you.
Do you want to read this one? Because I'm not going to read
Why are you mad at me? I thought we were in love. We are in love, and I'm not mad at you. Just keep sending the money in and we're good. Go ahead.
that. I will love you if you give me money. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, you're getting paid right now. So what were we talking about? Karmic X and the
About
fact
his
that
being sober, is he
mm,
actually ever sober?
so
Because I've
mm,
seen him be like, I'm sober, I haven't had anything to drink, but then like it'll be like very quickly he switches and yells and gets very angry. Maybe, excuse me, maybe that is part of like him being sober. I don't know
mhm.
if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like maybe he gets aggravated faster when he's sober. I don't know. But I also think going like 0 to 60 like that isn't necessarily like I do not know this man. I have never met him in person. Um, Godspeed, God bless him, whatever. I have nothing
Mhm.
negative to say about him. Um, but it just seems very erotic. That is not the word I meant to use. Erratic and chaotic behavior, whether he's sober or not.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, and like you
And
mentioned, I've never seen the White Lines. Remember that song? It was a song,
mhm.
White Lines. I've
Yeah.
never seen that. I don't even know.
So
Is it easy to get blow in Minnesota? Like,
yeah, well, clearly, because obviously Steel Toe, lives in Minnesota and Nick Ricada and shit and their history. But so yeah, it's speculation at this point, and I assume that he's probably drinking when he's saying he's not drinking, because obviously he is clearly depressed. Because he had a death recently as well. Everyone was speculating that he that a family member of his died, and again, I don't want to be too mean to people that have lost loved ones or whatever.
I
But I
don't
did
want to
find
be
it.
too mean to Guru One who has me
Hmm.
blocked, but he's
Hmm.
here. Like, how does he do
Hmm.
that? Sorry, you don't want to be too mean. He lost a family
Mm.
member?
Yeah, apparently. So everyone's speculating it was his grandmother that passed away. And of course, he went live because he said, the only thing I know to do is go live. This is all I've got. And it's like, okay, this is pretty sad, right? Because I don't know about you, Ashley, but if there was a loss in my family, the last thing I would want to do is go live on YouTube because I think I wouldn't be able to
We were just
control
talking
my
about that
emotions.
last night. I was
So,
live with Ray DeVito, which was interesting. But he was
mm,
telling me
yeah, let's
how
talk about it.
Erica, who's the guy that died? I don't even know his fucking name. Some guy died. He was a big deal, and his wife's name is Erica. Charlie Kirk, Erica Kirk. So she's
Mm,
like, he was explaining how at the funeral she was like live streaming at the funeral, and I said that is a bit weird. It doesn't feel in alignment with somebody that's mourning the loss of their husband, right?
true. However, in that circumstance, maybe that's her way of dealing with it. Bearing in mind that he was a extremely, as far as I'm aware, I've never heard of this guy until, unfortunately, he's deaf. Personally, as an
Me
Englishman,
neither,
but
bro. I'm on the same
but
page. They were like, Ashley, he was like a couple of people from the Dabbleverse. Actually, Nick was like, Ashley, he gave me
a
like
rundown of who he is. Yeah, yeah.
a person that was he was like, he's the da 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 of the right wing. And I'm like, I'm not political, so I do not know. Someone gave us $20. Who is that? Can you read it?
I can't read the name. The Spirit of Mad Turner, 99.9, right? Or 999, sorry. Thank you for the scoop. I don't know. Maybe they're making reference to
Thank
the
you for the
massive
$20.
shits. Yeah. Anyway, um, so yeah, appreciate the soup chats coming in. Fuck me, I lost what the fuck I was going to say. We were talking
You're
about Carly
talking about
Cox, right?
Erica Kirk and
No,
Charlie Kirk.
you were talking about it. Yeah. So
Right, I
people,
made an analogy to
yeah, yeah.
something you were talking
So
about. That's true.
okay, so people deal with like loss and death in different ways, right? Or people react differently to traumatic events, right?
That's true.
Now, we all know this, yeah. However, I did find it odd. Was it today or yesterday? He said, "Oh, I've got to get a new suit.
Who said
Got
that?
this comic X. I've got to
Oh,
get a new suit. I've got a funeral to go to." And you go, "Okay."
who died?
So his grandma, apparently,
No,
right?
I'm saying
Yeah,
like when you said you go, and I'm like thinking like a person's response would be like,
yeah. Well, so
what funeral are you going to? Who died?
yeah, exactly. But not only that, like my, and again, this is how I perceive things. He went, "Oh, I've got to go get a new suit," and that's an exciting event for him. When in actual fact, it's pretty sad because he's got to go to a funeral. Also, so this is a guy who's 42, right? And as you can probably tell, I I ain't owning no fucking suit, right?
But
However,
you have lost some stones, have you not?
yeah, 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 of course, yeah, yeah, massive shits. Remember, anyway, so not only like again in my mind, I'm like, if this happens to me, one, I wouldn't go live on YouTube, right? Like immediately once I found out the news, which it seemed like he was. And again, that's if you to believe what he's saying, because it looks like he lies a lot, right? So that I
Did you
wouldn't
say
do.
he
And
looks like he lies a lot?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like
What
history
does
is
that
dictating
mean
that.
to you?
What does that mean to me? I think it means that he has a lot of similarities to a person that I've watched quite a lot, which is Joey C.
Okay.
Yeah, and Joey
I
C
haven't watched him
lies a lot
much. I
about
know
his
you and
past.
Echo get into him a lot. I
Hmm.
haven't like really watched him much
Just
at all.
just little things like, for example, he for the last like 2 weeks or so, he was like, "Oh, that Catty Z character." I can't remember whether he said Felicia come up with the idea or whether he come up with the idea, but definitely it was her idea for him to do that on a live stream, right?
And then
And
he
then
said publicly later, to correct me if I'm wrong, that was the way that I wanted to like separate myself from her or something.
no, 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 his words were, I wanted to do that character so every female out there would see that I am a taken man. Like, make that
Every
make sense.
female wanted to what?
To They would be able to see that I am a taken man because I can show that I can be this camp guy and I'm taken, ladies. I don't know about you, Felicia. Why did I call you Felicia? Sorry, Ashley. I don't know about you,
Okay,
Ashley.
okay, hold on,
Right?
hold on.
Hmm.
Now I need to tell you something. First of all, fuck you for that. Second
Yeah,
of
rightly
all,
so.
it
Yeah.
looks like you're wearing a freaking neck brace. Third of
Look,
all,
sweetie.
I think you need to take another like 100,000 shits in the next few weeks for saying that.
Look,
That's
sweetie.
so rude.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
do apologise because
proceed,
I had
sir.
Felicia in my mind, right? Sorry, Ashley, I do apologise, right?
You have Felicia
So,
on your brain.
yeah, no, 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 for real, right? So, say
You think
you're in
she's
a
hot?
no. Are you
Yes,
crazy?
you do.
She looks like a fat lesbian. She's not hot, Ashley. Right, anyway, right. So I don't know about you, Ashley. Right? If you're in a relationship with a guy and he feels that comfortable by putting, as he put it, war paint on his face, yeah.
Yes, that was conflicting for me because I was like, okay, I'm getting that you're being like, very feminine and like acting like a woman, but the war paint, like, so I have my brain gets stuck in juxtapositions,
Hmm.
like lesbians or men that are being women or whatever don't usually wear war paint.
Hmm.
That's a different genre of a character. That's like an Indian, like a Native American person that's not connected to a man dressing like a woman.
So over here we call that dressing in drag, right?
Yeah,
I,
but
I
does
have,
war
yeah.
paint happen with
Hmm.
that? I've never seen a woman in
No,
drag wear war paint.
no, no, and I don't think women can do drag, but anyway, that's by the by. Um, so what's weird, Ash? If right, so I'm going to be a little bit cheeky. I assume you've had
Oh, you're gonna be cheeky? No way.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I assume you've had multiple relationships in your
I've
time
never
in
been
this.
in a relationship my whole life. I have no idea what
Right,
you're
okay.
talking about. But go ahead.
So you've seen multiple different versions of men, right? Um, to the point of I am making the assumption you've known a couple of men that love themselves more than they would love any other woman, right? And with those types of men that care about the way they look, have you ever once seen them ask you, for example, to borrow your makeup? Because I'm going to make the assumption that Karmic X didn't own that makeup and had to ask Felicia for makeup.
Um, that's a very interesting question. I did have a boyfriend that stole my underwear and wore them. That's a whole other
That's enough of
story
MKE.
for another day. He was never my boyfriend. Stop it. Don't be
No,
ridiculous.
but he has been known to steal underwear, right?
I think if I'm not mistaken, he's been known to by accident have underwear in Mazzy's suitcase or something. I don't know. I do not care. Um, but I busted my ex-boyfriend texting another man that he was wearing my underwear. And sure enough, like 3 pairs of my underwear were gone. But that is a very different story. Um, Go ahead.
So, okay, so I got to try and process what you just said. So
I'm still processing it, so take your fucking time.
so a man you were dating was texting another man saying that he was wearing your underwear.
That is correct.
And I'm going to make the assumption you immediately ended that relationship, right?
Um, it was like 2 months later, but yes.
Yeah, that's a weird one. And again, I'm yeah, yeah,
Mm.
too hot for YouTube to go into that. That's yeah, yeah. Somebody
Can
just
we
said
stick
that qualifies
to
as
the
gay. Like, come on,
fucking plan, please, Rochi? You're getting off track, and it's
mate.
starting.
You can't. Right, okay, Ash. You cannot say to me, "Oh yeah, I was once in a relationship with a guy that I caught texting another man saying that he was wearing my underwear." Like, come on, like, and not
You were
expect me to just
talking
go,
about
"All right, let me talk
underwear.
about Karmic X." Like or MKE or whatever the fuck. Like what?
Oh, we were
Like
talking about makeup. You were like, do you think he got the makeup from her? I don't know. Quite frankly, he could have put like strawberry jam on his cheeks. and like a marker. I don't even know. And the war paint could have been anything. I don't know. I haven't thought about this.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
is Chris Mack going on about? I love you, Chris
I don't know. I
Mack.
think Ash,
Stop
honestly, I think you
timing
might have
out.
a
Who am I
you might
timing?
have a
Oh, give me 1 second,
rogue.
Rochi. Chris Mack, I love you. I'm not timing anyone out. I only timed out one person who was being very rude. So what are you talking about? Sorry, please go ahead.
You might have a rogue mod, but again, that's between you and your mods. If that's the case, if not, again on the StreamYard end, I only saw you time out one person.
Yes. And you
So there you
saw
go.
why.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because again, let's be real, right? It's the holidays. Like, let's not wind Ashley up. She's having enough fun telling us stories of how she would. Yeah, that's a strange one, Ash. I can't get over what you told me. Anyway, so the
Let's
karmic
not
X thing,
wind
right?
Ashley
So,
up. It's cracking me up. Okay, sorry, what?
so the karmic X thing, right? So you go, okay. The only reason this guy is worth watching is for his spurg outs, right? Let's be fair.
And
Yeah,
I learned this recently. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Spurg out means like Asperger's, like spurging out.
a little bit. Yeah, yeah. Or if you will, like getting angry, reacting badly, crying, for example, which karmic X does an awful lot. Which is quite crazy, right? You
He
think
cries
as
more
a
than me. I mean, that's
Mhm.
wild.
Yeah, and I know you're quite an emotional person, right? Like for example, right now,
Wait,
the
I'm
person that you timed out.
crazy and
No, no.
emotional, right?
Well, no, what's weird though, Ash, right? I'll be real with you. Yeah? As I'm sat here and I'm drunk, I know that I could potentially make you cry with two sentences.
Try it.
However,
Go for it.
right,
Go for
okay,
it.
okay. How's your horse doing?
It's not my horse anymore. Next.
Okay. What was that horse's name?
Well, there are two, India and Cash. Next.
Hmm. Yeah. How do you think they're getting on?
I hope that they're well and well taken care of. You failed. You want to try to
Right,
make me cry again? Go.
right.
Y'all don't understand. I'm on a new path. I'm on Ashley's fucking
Hmm.
path. But so
Hmm.
with is that all you had? Those are the two shots you had to take about the horses?
Yeah, that's all I'm willing to do because I can tell you're not playing around. You ain't gonna get emotional over this. I can
No
tell.
shit.
Yeah, yeah.
You have no idea what I've been through in the last month and a half. But do you have
Drink up.
anything else you want to try to make me cry about, sir?
No, of course not. I'm fucking around. Jesus Christ, drink up.
Cheers.
Skull. Anyway, so
Wait, I might cry about John Melendez though, because like, why
oh yeah,
doesn't
let's
John
talk about John.
Melendez want to talk to me? I'm just kidding. What?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, let's talk about that. So obviously you went on. So we haven't spoken really
We
for
haven't spoken
ages,
in
right?
a bit. That's why you were like,
Hmm.
what do you want to do? Like, what do you want to talk about? I'm like, we can talk about fucking anything.
Okay, so
Um, but
I assume John, if I remember correctly, John's basically gone middle finger up to Ashley because she did Shuli's show, right?
and by the way, I didn't know Shuli and John didn't get along. I didn't understand any of that stuff. Quite frankly, I don't give a fuck. But oh, Echo. Is that Echo? Yeah. Um, uh yeah, I didn't understand the whole situation. And the guy, the Shuli network or whatever that reached out to me, they were like, Ashley, we don't want you to shit on him or say anything bad. The most amazing thing is like how little you know about him and how that interview went because you knew so little about him. And like people are like, he's an asshole, he's this, he's that. And I was like, I just told the truth, like I usually do.
Hmm.
Let's read Echo.
So
Sorry, Rochi. Didn't
didn't
it
make you
make you
cry.
cry?
Yeah, he was trying to be funny, humor. Yeah. Um,
We
so
love Echo.
so what's your opinion, Ashley, on people striking channels?
My opinion is I think that sucks. I have never done it, though I've been accused of doing it. Um, wouldn't even know how to do it, to
Hmm.
be honest, to be fair. And also I wouldn't even give a shit to do it. There are Twitter things like people will be like, Ashley, you're fucking crazy, or whatever the fuck they'll say, and I'll like report it. And usually I get an email back from Twitter that's like, we didn't see anything wrong here. And I'm like, all right, and that's the end of it. Um, but I think it's rude. I think to take someone's money away, and
Mhm.
I think tell me if I'm wrong, Rochi. Like when you strike someone's channel, that's fucking with their money. I would never fuck with someone's money. That's why they call it money.
Yeah, it's a weird one, Ash, right? So I don't
What
look
do
at
you think
this.
about people striking other channels? Why'd you bring that up?
It it's stupid. Well, 'cause that's what Stuttering John's doing with Shuli, right?
Oh,
So
okay. And
so
I think you thought I was gonna like talk all this shit about him. I didn't say anything negative.
no, exactly. But so my point of this is any coverage of you, whether it's bad or not, is only good for you at the end in the long run, right? So, for example, if right now somebody were to tune in to your channel, not know the Dabbleverse,
Hi,
and
Whitney.
heard us talking about Karmic X, for example, yeah, any sane person, if they were interested in what we were talking about, would go and find Karmic X and watch them for themselves. Any sane person would do that, yeah, right. So
Oh,
therefore,
like because we're talking about him, they would just go to his channel instead of
yeah,
listening
yeah,
to
of
us.
course, if they generally were interested in the person that we're talking to, that's what they would do, right? So if
It's
that
actually
was the
good.
case,
It's like any press is good press. Is that what you're
yeah,
saying?
yeah, any publicity is good publicity. Yeah, it's like the old saying, right? So that's my point of view in that. Where John again is just in this forever war with Shuley. It's going to happen until
Well, I will say this in
they both,
John's
yeah.
defense.
Hmm.
I didn't know about the Shuli Network. They reached out to me and they asked me to be on the show after I did that show with him when his channel got taken down. And it wasn't by a person, it was because he showed a GUN or whatever. And that's
Yeah,
against YouTube. Like I think AI or
yeah,
whatever
yeah,
took it down, right?
yeah, yeah.
So uh to his credit though, I will say, what's the last sentence that you just said?
I don't know. I was too busy looking at
Oh,
why.
come on.
Honestly, sorry, Ash, I'm drinking. What the fuck do you want me to? Yeah, I
Look,
can't
I
even
want
remember
you
what
to
the
be
fuck I
more
just said.
on point is what I want.
Yeah,
Thank
dude.
you.
Like, okay, all
I
right.
do.
In which case,
I'm
oh fuck it,
gonna fuck
Jesus.
with you. No, you know what? You have fucked with me so much, Rochi, at this point. I like today is my play day. Um, so I don't what
You said it was going to be fun.
okay, stop.
This is
I
fun for you.
remembered. You didn't remember. I remembered. So I didn't know that Shuli was the person he was suing. I had
Mhm.
no idea that that was
So,
that. But in John's defense, I will say like since I've been on that show, like it comes up on my algorithm once in a while, and they literally just cover John. Like they don't really do anything else. And it's like three dudes that in my experience were not like they were funny-ish. I think two of them wrote for SNL or one of them wrote for SNL. Like they're proper comedy like
mhm.
writers. So I can't imagine why you would just focus every single day. No shade to the Shuli Network or whatever. I don't really know about either
So,
parties. I am Switzerland. But I do think it's a bit lame to
mhm.
just cover John every single day. Like just personal opinion. And I had no idea. Danielle! I love you, Danielle. Can you read that, Rochi? She doesn't like you, but you might be able to win her back.
Why doesn't Danielle like me? Anyway,
She
so
thinks that
you
you
need to take.
troll me, and you have trolled me. So let's be real.
Yeah, but are we having fun?
Okay, I'll read it. You
Go ahead.
need to take the wrench off of Oscar in the chat. He is timing everyone out for no reason. Wait, Danielle, can't you take the wrench off? Don't you have a wrench? Can you take his wrench away? Or
No, I need.
numero uno, Josh Fan, can you take his wrench away or time him out? Or I have to do it.
I think you have to do it, Ashley. But also, I do like the idea that you're telling your mods to time out your other mods. That's quite funny.
No, I'm just saying they're telling me
Hmm.
that
You
you can
you have to
see
do it.
it. Come on, you're not that drunk. Hold on a second.
You have to do it on
I
your
have a
end,
phone
Ashley.
call coming
Yeah.
in.
Oh, okay.
Oscar Electric, you know that you're live. Are you timing people out?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, you're fucktard Chris. Fucking keeps fucking wanting handing fucking timeouts or I'm timing out my. my trolls. He thinks it's very funny. He thinks he's a funny guy.
Wait, so who's timing out who? Can we get to the bottom of this real quick?
No. Chris is going to get his fucking head handed to him, Mr. Fucking Know-It-All. So at the end of the fucking day, it doesn't matter who's doing what. But he wants to keep playing this fucking game. He's going to lose it. Okay?
Did you guys hear that?
We heard. So anyway, enough of the mod drama. And also, Danielle, again, like, if you don't like me, it's fine. I'm not going to try and
No,
win a
it's not
Northern
fine. You
Board
need
over.
to respect Danielle. She's my best friend.
Ash,
You need to respect Danielle. She is my best friend.
Ashley, I don't think you
Yes,
keep me on the
Roger.
on this show if you weren't having fun, man. Yeah. So that's that. There's a fine line between trolling somebody and having a laugh with friends. I don't think I've done anything mean towards you at all.
I mean, I think at the beginning I was a bit naive, and there were a couple of things like, come on, Roach, like you asked me some questions that was almost like, I think you asked me about the horses. I think you asked me about my breasts.
Not today, I didn't.
Not today. No, I think you know better at this point.
And the one thing you told me that was completely never to go there. I've not mentioned it since that one time. Yeah. And you can't even remember what that was. And that's what's great, because I'm not going to mention it ever again.
So can we get back to ISIS?
That made it awkward. Yeah, let's talk about ISIS. Let's like liven up.
You connected ISIS with Karmic. What's that
just
connection?
To be clear, just to be clear, he read a news article talking about the fact that America had bombed ISIS in Nigeria. Right. That was
so he's like going through the news. Okay, copy.
Yeah. And that was his thing, like to read that and then say, for example, oh, I didn't know ISIS was still a thing. And it's like, okay. So again, an interesting premise for a show, right? Or a bit on a show, which is let me read news articles and then give my audience my opinions on these things. Which again, I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like, good start. Again, we were talking about him being sober, right? Yeah. Good start. But again, that's a 5-minute segment. You're about to do a 4-hour show. What else have you got? Now, I'm fully aware this is just a conversation that you could argue should happen on a phone call or a Discord call. However, I assume, Ashley, you started the show and I didn't watch the start of it. Sorry, I was too busy getting ready. And you didn't immediately go.
You were busy. Wait, hold on. Can we go back to what, how do you get ready?
How do I get ready?
When you said you're busy getting ready, like what does that involve?
Okay, so you see this? This is a bag, right? I stream from a mini PC. I throw all of that shit in the bag, take it downstairs. Me getting ready was taking the PC out of the bag, setting it up, put the webcam on. That's me getting ready. That's what a man does. Yeah. I brushed my hair earlier. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. I'm not getting ready like you, Ashley, which is I've got to go take a massive shit and put makeup on. Yeah.
I'm not the one taking massive. You're like literally eating laxatives for like 3 weeks to lose weight, and you're projecting that on me. It's rude.
Well, I'm not going to start eating like fucking a pigeon.
Vegetables. Oh, you asked me what I eat. Vegetables.
Yeah.
Vegetables mostly.
So, actually, right, Ash, we've not spoken since this happened, right? So, are you a vegan, right?
Vegetarian. I eat cheese.
A vegetarian.
I'm vegetarian.
Right, okay. So, as a vegetarian, right? Thanksgiving dinner. Right? You know where I'm going with this, right?
Are you going to bring up a turkey or a tofurkey? Because there's something called a tofurkey, and it's made out of tofu, and it actually looks like a turkey, and it's really cute. It's called a tofurkey.
Okay, so real question then. As a vegetarian, would you, if you're in a relationship with a man that eats meat, would you cook a turkey for that man?
Yes. By the way, I cook chicken balls for my dog every single day. And if I don't, the reason I moved away from the turkey burgers and the steak that I used to cook for him, or the beef I used to cook for him, is because I don't know, the beef looks a little bit weird lately in
Mhm.
California. And he likes the and again, we can go back to last May. I was buying him like beef burger meat to
Mhm.
mix in with his kibble. And that's when he got sick. So I was like, I don't know, like the meat. First of all, I haven't eaten meat since I was 14.
Yeah.
So there's like, and that's how many years? Because I'm 44. You can do the math, like 30 years. So the meat color looked a little bit weird. And also, his stomach was not doing well. So I
Mhm.
cook meat for my dog every single day. Chicken balls is what we're into right now. And then, yes, for my ex-husband, every dude I've ever dated, I cook meat for
Right.
them.
Okay.
I don't eat it myself, and I'll never be that kind of vegetarian. It gets like when I was 14, like through high school, I'd be like trying to like tell people why they should be vegetarians or vegans or whatever. And it was like, I'm the same about yoga as meat at this point. I'm like, I'm not trying to convince you, but
Mhm.
if you ever want to learn anything, you can talk to me about it.
Well,
But yes, for men that I've dated, and most men that I've dated eat meat. I don't think,
ju-
to my knowledge, I've dated a vegetarian. Um, but yeah, I cook meat for men and for my dog.
so this might be an assumption that I'm making of vegetarians, but I would have made the assumption that
There's a lot of
vegetarians
annoying vegetarians
wouldn't.
out there. They annoy me.
Yeah, yeah, they wouldn't like necessarily cook meat. And the reason why I bring this up is because again we haven't really spoken since before this happened, right? So Chad claimed that he is in a relationship, um, which is quite funny.
Well, I heard about
And
the hairbrush.
did you hear about her leaving him on Thanksgiving and taking the turkey to another person's house? There was that
No.
shit happening. Yeah, yeah. And but again, he said that she was a vegan slash vegetarian or whatever it was, and then yeah, she had taken that and left while he live streamed, and he claimed that the reason why she left was because she found out that he went to Mercer's house. Again,
Wait,
w-
the girl that was dating Chad went to Mersh's house?
no, no, no. Chad went to Mercer's house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, when he
So
was doing that,
mhm,
like live stream where he was outside of his house, the thing that
mhm.
Quad and people
Yeah,
got involved
yeah,
in that
and
thing?
then
Okay.
yeah, that whole like rubbish drama, right? So yeah, and like somebody in the chat says, no one drives 90 minutes with an uncooked turkey, right? Um, and
Wait,
again,
so
this
wait,
is
hold on. Let me just
yeah,
understand something, 'cause I don't know this. So when he was in front of Mersh's house doing that live, he had a turkey in the back of his
no, no,
car?
no, no, no. He so while he was doing that, he claimed that his girlfriend had left, drove 90 minutes to a friend's house where they were gonna eat this turkey that she had either already cooked prior or was about to cook at their friend's house. Now, watching like all of this happen, and most of the Dabbleverse are Americans, they said that doesn't happen. If you're going to someone's house for Thanksgiving, you don't bring the turkey. The person that's hosting the meal, they're the people that have the turkey.
That's very
You bring a side, yeah.
typical. Like you guys don't celebrate Thanksgiving there, right?
No, 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 no. Unless like you're an American, in which case like it's kind of hard for them to celebrate Thanksgiving in November because I don't think we start selling turkeys until probably mid-November, and of course
Well, I was gonna
Thanksgiving's
say
right then.
also, like, Thanksgiving for Americans is very entwined with being extricated from the UK, right?
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
mean, the whole
so
at least the way the story goes, Plymouth Rock, etc.
yeah, so anyway,
Pilgrims.
yeah, we get sidetracked. So we were originally talking about Karmic X, and you asked me whether he was sober,
Yeah,
and
and
said
you
it's all
keep
speculation, right?
derailing the
Yeah, of
conversation.
course,
I don't
because
understand
again, I've been
why.
drinking. I've been drinking. I can't keep a coherent
I'm
thought for
fucking with you.
5 minutes
I
longer.
think this
Yeah,
is
I know
going
it's fucking
well.
great. Anyway, so what's funny though, Ash, is I find myself thinking with this whole Dabbleverse thing, right? We go right, Stuttering John, MLC, WATP, the Shooting Network, Cardiff Electric, B Dabbler, yeah, people like that. Melton, of course, yeah, yeah. Okay, these are all like established shows, yeah. Then you go, okay, outsiders, Karmic X. Let's be extremely generous. MKE, Clowntown, Shmuel Buckman, Echo Pineapple, NJ Ranger, Aussie Guy, yourself. Yeah. And you go, okay, don't some of these shows need to look at themselves and say, we need to be a lot better? For example, this isn't a show. Now, that was originally a joke on Chad because Chad used to say that quite a lot. And why did Chad say that? Because he wanted to use that as an out because as a comedian, he had nothing. Right? However, the longer I'm doing this shit, Ash, right, and I don't know if you're aware of this, I was never supposed to be doing YouTube, right? I'm only here because a British guy had shit audio and a bad internet connection, right? So I'm here going,
What
I put
British guy was that?
Dabble Storian, RIP. Anyway, so um, so as a guy that doesn't want to do this, yeah, and I know what you're going to say. Wait a minute, this sounds like Panhandler. Yeah, I know we're very similar, right? As a guy that doesn't want to do this, yeah, and wants to put no effort in whatsoever, there's no elevation on anything that I'm on, right? So when I'm bitching and moaning about something, which I'm about to do now, I'm projecting, by the way, right? So don't take this personally, Ashley, right? So Comic X, who has claimed himself to be the next Joe Rogan, right?
Has he done
Thinks
this more than once, or it was just like a one-time off, like
it
drunk
was a
thing?
one. He said it once, and I,
You
because
can't get
again,
it. You can't forget about it. I get you.
yeah, I
Okay.
can't like let fucking things die, right? He thinks people are watching him because they find him entertaining. And he doesn't realize that people are watching him because they want to see him spurg out, right? They want to see him cry. They want to see him react. So he has the issue that Joey C had, right? Which is which way to go. Yeah. Does he double down on it? Does he go fully fucking nuts? Or does he try and calm down and continue with whatever the fuck he's got? Which, if we break down each show, like I said, he's got a 5 minute segment of reading the news and then he just reads the chats. My question to you, Ashley, is this. If HBO come out with a show and it was just two people, or fuck it, one person, because it's Comic X, one person on screen, and all that person did was talk about how people were watching them, would you watch it?
So the show's premise is that one person is. Did you say like the premise is that one person is spurging out, and the interest is that people watch him spurg out? Would I watch that? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah. Would you watch that?
No.
Right, exactly. So, as a person that clearly is way too into the Dabbleverse, right? Because I am, I find myself saying, okay, who can up the ante? And nobody can,
Who can
apart
up the
from,
ante?
yeah, apart from Cardiff Electric, Rocco, and maybe Melton, right? They're the only people that can up the ante, right? Then I look at WATP and I go, okay, that's a structured show. They've had their format since
What's
I started this.
WATP? That's with Carl.
Yeah, who are these podcasts, right? It's a structured show. It is what it is, right? You can't mess with it. They've got their dynamic. He doesn't like waver, right? So I look around and I go, okay, then I do a show with a filter of pineapple. And to be fair to him, he is trying his hardest to make sure that we do up our game. At the same time
I
as
will
being
say
aware,
if there is one person that has a structured show, that would be Echo Pineapple and the Aussie guy, by the way. Shout out to both of them. But you can just tell, like, Echo is very organized and he doesn't like it when things like he doesn't like when people talk. Oh, like he's very on point, I will say. And so is the Aussie guy.
oh yeah, and Guru One just mentioned Blind Mike. Can you tell I don't watch Blind Mike at all?
I just found out about Blind Mike
So
4 or 5 days ago because he's covering my sister.
yeah, Blind Mike actually covers a lot of comedians.
And he's actually blind, which I thought was sorry, I'll just hold
Mm,
that joke in.
I don't know, Ash. Have you seen him?
No, but
does look
somebody
like.
said he was actually blind. No, I didn't. Somebody sent me a clip because he's been doing like segments on my
Mhm.
sister. And I said, like, whoever said it to me, I was like, is he actually blind? And they were like, yeah, he's blind. And I was like, wow, so he doesn't see like my sister's facial expressions or anything?
Wow. Allegedly, I'm not gonna start rumors, but um.
Well,
So anyway,
apparently he is actually blind. Someone in the chat will know. Anyway, you were saying.
now honestly, Ash, if you go into his chat during his show, you can tell he's reading the chat. He's not blind, but anyway.
Okay, so I heard that he was 90% blind, and I'm like, I don't even know what that means.
I think that just means he's got one of his eyes closed. But
Wouldn't that just be 50% blind?
yeah, of course, but that would ruin the joke. Right? Anyway, so my whole bitching thing that I was going on about people needing to up their ante. Now, again, I mentioned earlier, Comic X can't, in my opinion, again, in what's that worth, fuckle, he can't win, right? He either has to accept the fact that he is considered a locale and everybody is picking on him, right? In which case, he just does whatever the fuck he wants to do. That's what locales do. Or he has to stop drinking on stream and come up with a premise for a show that is interesting.
What, you don't believe in borderlines? Like, what's happening?
Right, okay, so let's talk about that then, Ashley, right? So
I'm sorry I
music,
had to, but
right?
we can talk about it.
No, let's talk about it, right? So music, right? So I don't know if you could probably tell. I am not like a musician at all. I don't know how to play the fucking triangle, right? I don't
What's
know how to play a guitar.
triangle?
A triangle is that metal thing you go ding like that, right? Um, that's why it was funny if I don't know how to play it. So is it really right in music if you're putting words or paragraphs into an AI generator that makes sounds? Is that really
I
being
don't
a
know. I
right?
mean, like, I have no idea. I'm
Okay.
not like an AI girl. I don't even know how to do that kind of stuff.
So
But I thought, and tell me if I'm incorrect, that it was his music, and then he makes
well,
like
this
the
is what he
big
claims.
breast AI ladies to go with it.
This is what he claims. He puts the prompts into the AI to make the sound a certain way. But again, if you've used any AI music app, you can you can tell. You literally just give them a 2 sentence prompt, uh, yeah, prompt or whatever that word is, and it will spill out any shit you want. Yeah, and if you don't like it, you can go, no, I want it in this sort of genre of music, and it will change again. Use the same lyrics. Like it's really like clicks of buttons. It's not exactly genius work. For example, actually, I don't know too much about yoga clearly, but I
You know
imagine you're
much about me or much about yoga? What did you say?
but I don't know much about yoga, but I assume there are people out there that claim that they're making new yoga positions, right? I assume there'll be
Yeah, fuck
people
those
that.
people. Bikram is one of them. Anyway, go ahead.
Sorry, what? Bikram?
Well, Bikram tried to. This is what annoys me a lot about him. Besides him graping, YouTube terms of service. Besides him being convicted of sexually molesting or doing whatever he did to like um, 7 or 8 women, he tried to take. So there's 216 or 246
Yeah,
like poses that come from Astanga, which translate to the yoga that we know. And he tried to patent his
yeah.
27 poses
Hmm.
and say that because he did them in a certain order that they belong to him. And he went to the Supreme Court and he lost. I mean, I think more embarrassing is that he um, did other things that were awful. But yeah, I think it's really lame because they're positions that nobody owns, and you can't,
Right, fair enough. Yeah,
like
that's.
what do you do if you're George Floyd?
Oh yeah, you put your hands up like this. Didn't you say to me if George Floyd had done yoga, he would
No,
have
you
realised
said that. You
doing this?
said
No,
that.
these were your words, right? You said if he did this, he would still be alive today.
No,
And I went,
you said that.
yeah.
You've been shitting your brain out or something. You said that and it cracked me up. Because like the first time we did yoga, I was like, this will be an easy thing for him. I try to
So
make things easy.
you said do this because you said this will be a stress position, right? For
No,
your
I
shoulder, right?
said that I said what I said, which is the truth.
Yeah.
Raising your arms up for 2 minutes with the shoulders relaxed, as
Mhm.
straight as the arms are go, with the
Mhm.
shoulders being soft, does something chemically to your brain that's very positive. As
Yeah.
well, it heats up the body, and you can increase lung capacity
Mhm.
by subsequent heat of the body.
There,
And
there you go. So again, if George Floyd would
you
have
made
done
a
this,
funny joke. Don't give
so
me that joke. That was your joke. You said if George Floyd just did this, he
so
would have been
if
okay.
George Floyd did this for 2 minutes, he would have been all right. Yeah.
He might still be with us. He might be on this podcast right now, or this show
Anyway,
that's not a show.
if you cannot laugh at death, what else can you do? Anyway, what were we
Fact.
saying before somebody give you $2 and said because they can?
Because I can. Who is it?
That's Reverend Wild Bill.
Reverend, thank you for the $2, Reverend. Because I can. Can what? I don't know what that means.
I think that person is saying, "Here's $2 because I can give you $2." Thank
Aw,
you very much.
bless you.
Anyway, what else were we talking about? I was bitching and moaning about the quality of the Dabbleverse, and it's rubbish.
Oh, well, I think that let's do a Dabbleverse 2025 review. Did you get nominated for any awards?
Of course, I didn't actually, and if I did, I would have encouraged people not to vote for me. What's the
Why'd you
point?
say of course you didn't? Because I feel like you're
What?
very much involved in the Dabbleverse.
Yeah, I'm involved, but I'm a fucking chatter. Like,
You're not a chatter?
no, I am a chatter. That's all I'm doing. Like, and all
Well, I
I'm doing right
appreciate
now, right?
every time I've been in a chat and you've stood up for me, because I've seen that a lot.
Because if I didn't, you call me out on it.
I'm not in every chat, you know? Like I would
Yeah,
probably be like, what,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
no,
I'm
but I
not in
don't
every
think you
chat,
do it for
but
that.
I've
I don't
heard.
think you do it for that
Wait,
reason.
Ash, I'm not in every chat, but I've seen you go on streams going, I saw what you were saying about me in another chat. I'm like, what? Okay. So, yeah.
I also have eyes that are not just mine. People will screenshot me stuff.
Exactly. I'm not stupid. I know how this
Can you
shit
read
works.
from your friend Echo what he said?
Can Rochi say squat? What? I can't even say that. Of course I can't say that, you
Squawk.
prick.
So squawk means like the title of the show for now. I'll change it
Mhm.
usually later. Is
Ah, right.
Ashley and
Yes.
Rochi squawking? It's like we're rapping
Oh, right.
out, we're talking, but we're squawking. So I think he wants you to say the word squawk.
Yeah,
And I
it's
think he
almost as
wants
if
you to
I.
do it with your arms up like this.
Oh, he does he? Well, I ain't doing nothing unless he pays for it. And also, what's funny, Ashley? It's almost as if I've been making reference to that by talking about taking shits. Come on, Nicole, catch up.
So my next topic to get back to, we got to stingers. ISIS was an interesting thing.
Yeah. What else did you write down? Apart from hi Doom.
Wait, what did you just say?
What else did you write down apart from hi Doom? It's still one of my favourite things you've ever done, by the way, Ashley. It's just write
What?
hi Doom on a post-it note and hold it up while you were live streaming.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me do that. Tell me, well, I actually need to be caught up on the Dabbleverse stuff. So what's the newest thing
So,
besides obviously Felicia and Karmic?
yeah, the karmic shit. What else? John's an absolute buffoon, talking about wanting to wait until Rocco's kids turn 18 to see what happened to him. This is so gay, actually, right? So,
It's gay,
the,
like gay in the
yeah,
English way or like gay?
uh,
Either way is fine. I'm
both.
just trying to clarify.
Right. So, in my opinion, both, and I'll tell you for why. Right.
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately for stuttering John, it turns out that his only son, Oscar, has decided to take the
His only
stepfather's.
son is called Oscar?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
He's that egotistical that he called his son Oscar
Why is it egotistical?
because
Does
this
it have to
idiot.
do with the Dabbleverse or what?
No. This idiot thought, oh, if I call my child Oscar whilst I live in Hollywood, that would help. Hi, Doom.
And can you see it?
Yes, ma'am. And the smiley
I
face.
do.
Hi, Doom. And now it's gone blurry because of the filter thing.
Oh,
Also,
fuck
Ash.
off. No, it's not.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, there you go. Um, so so that's going on. So John's
Wait, so
son,
somebody named their
right?
kid Oscar because of
Mhm.
what?
Because he's
John named his
egotist.
kid Oscar?
Yeah. Because again, he was living in Hollywood at the time, right? Isn't that the most Hollywood thing you've ever heard? It's almost like what's
You'd
that
be
guy from
surprised. No, it's definitely
that
not.
guy from Coldplay? Who is he married to? I forget her name. The
Is
woman that did
who is who married to?
Coldplay guy. Chris Martin.
Oh, he was married to Gwyneth Paltrow. They're not married
Mhm.
anymore,
Right. So they named their child Apple, right?
right?
Hmm. Why?
I'm gonna go with the Garden of Eden. I don't know. You tell me. I
Okay.
mean,
So
most of my four, it might be an English thing. My four nieces and nephews are all named after fruits and
all right.
vegetables.
So your nephew is named Karmic, right?
My nephew's middle name is I forget what he got. I want to say so. They all have their middle names different. So it's celery, blueberry, apple, and then I forgot George's middle name, but it's a fruit.
Fair enough. But anyway, so John's son Oscar has decided to take his stepfather's last name rather than John's name, right? And this was revealed by Chad Zumach on MLC. And because Chad didn't repeat it and Brennan don't want any of that shit said on MLC, Rocco decided to say it on his show. So John has now gone on to say that he can't wait till Rocco's kids come of age to see what will happen to them, right? That's why I said it's gay, because John doesn't realise what he's saying in that moment. He sounds very creepy. So that's going on in the Stuttering John end. We've already talked about Karmic X. Uh, MLC is as boring as ever. Um, you know?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so can you tell me as a man,
Mhm.
objectively, and you guys in the chat, I want to know this objectively. And I'm not trying to be a bitch. I'm not trying to be anything. I personally don't have anything against this person, but
Yeah.
I have been called like a five head or something. Like people say like my forehead's too big or something like this.
Mhm.
Um, can you objectively tell me that she's beautiful or like as a man, like if you can just step
Who-
back from anything you know about her, aesthetics, just looking like is she beautiful to you?
and who are we talking about? Sorry,
The last person that you just mentioned.
I
I'll
mentioned
just
Stuttering John's
bye,
son changing his name.
Felicia.
So, all right, if we're talking about Felicia, that I cannot see how she's attractive.
I'm not saying like look, I'm never gonna like throw shade on another woman ever. I think that's rude. But how do I have a five head and she has a four head? That's just one thing I would like to know.
All right, okay. Again, you hit the nail on the head, ironically, straight away by saying because you have a rather large forehead, and that's all it comes.
I have a big brain. So there's
Hmm. There's a lot of water on that
but it's
brain, right?
my forehead. Like I was literally Danielle was here. She was like, you do not need to get bangs. I was like, I kind of feel like I do because a lot of people are saying I have a five head. But
Hmm. So, just to clarify, right, Ash, you were comparing yourself with Felicia.
no, I wasn't comparing myself
No,
to
no,
her.
by looks, you were going, look, that can, like, how can she
I
have a
was just
forehead?
I'm
Yeah.
confused how I get called a five head and do I have to say it?
Hmm. So, right, okay, if you're not aware, right, Felicia is 250 pounds, right? Yeah. But yet you're
I do
like,
not know that to be true. And she doesn't look like it, but
I mean, Pat Dixon himself said all the weight is waist down. You can't see it.
here's what I know. I love shout out to Pretty Antisocial podcast.
Mhm.
I love her. I love Haley. And she like she had this picture. This was like a month ago on one of her podcasts. And she's like, what's going on with her nails? And like, guys, come on, like my nails are ridiculous, like always. But she did point something out. There was a lot of like dirt and like strange things happening under the nails. Can you read that super chat, please?
Is that
I'll
J5? Is
pay
that
you
J5?
$10.
You're not paying me a fucking cent. Nobody
Why?
deserves it.
Why won't you accept money from
Right,
me? That's so weird.
right. There's two things, right, Ashley. One, this is not worth money, as in what I'm doing. And two,
Why do you
again,
put yourself and me so low? That's rude.
right, okay, Ash, let's be real about this, right? Everybody in the world has the capability of hit go live on YouTube.
Not everyone in the world has a capability of having 33 people watch them.
Exactly. That's
Can you
where
read?
we're at, right?
That's
So
where we're
nobody
at.
deserves a fucking cent, right?
33 is the master number. Can you please
So
read the super chat or no?
I'm about to, right? Ashley, I'm enjoying
Yes,
the
sir.
yoga videos with guests, even gas. What? It will.
Yes.
Will it be? Will it be a regular segment that you're going to do, like an interview style yoga with guests?
An interview style yoga with guests. So not doing yoga, just talking about yoga.
Well, I thought that might have been the premise that you were going with myself actually as well, where you like, for example, this week, Ray DeVito comes on the show while I'll interview Ray at the same time as saying, okay, then Ray, downward dog time, that's all.
Well, the best and the most frequent student I've had is David Sarah. And he's down for whatever. I appreciate that about him. Like he'll be huffing and puffing, but he gets through it. He's a
So
trooper. He's a soldier.
I love how
Like, for
you.
example, I love Lemmy, but like when she came on to do yoga, she's like eating. And then I'm like trying to come up with the most basic poses. And she's like, I'm not doing that online. I'm not doing that online. I'm like, okay.
Well, see,
Is that
this
what you
is.
mean? The discrepancy
Mhm.
between, is that what you
But
mean?
yeah, I think that's what even the super chatter is trying to get at, right? Because it's not a bad premise, right? If you really think about it, it's not a bad premise to, especially
Well,
in the
we also have
Dabbleverse,
our
right?
fashion show idea, you and me.
Mm. Well,
Like,
clearly, as you can tell, I'm the height of fashion, right? Clearly,
well,
I'm.
I
I
was
just.
just gonna say, can we get to your outfit? So I noticed you pulled up your shirt where
Mhm.
before it was down, which is a
Yeah, yeah,
completely different look. And then does that hoodie go up?
yeah. Of course it does. It's a hoodie.
Let's see.
Um,
Because I was
just
concerned you had a neck issue.
now look at my hair. No, no,
Now
no. You
that's
know what?
gangster.
So basically, because it's cold as shit, instead of just wearing the hoodie, the same old hoodie, I just put a t-shirt over the top. And again, I pulled up the sleeves because I suddenly felt hot, and also I've got eczema on my elbow, and it's extremely itchy. So again, the reason why actually I give you that just off the cuff idea that day is because you clearly are a woman that likes that type of shit, which is fashion, right? As you're putting lip gloss on, clearly you do. Um,
Okay,
so,
let's go back to my sister and I were modeling from
mhm,
age 2 and 3 because my mother was director of public relations for Bloomingdale's. So that meant
mhm.
she had to host all these events. Many of them included fashion shows. So Whitney and I were just forced onto runways at age 3. 3 for me, 2 for her,
isn't that
4 for me. Yeah, it's
isn't
like
that
it's a child abuse, kind of. Yeah.
no? I was gonna say, isn't that dangerous going on runways? Isn't airplanes supposed to land on them?
Ha ha, that's really funny.
Well,
So runways, aren't they called something else for planes? I feel like they're called something else. But runways, that's where I shine the brightest. It's because I'm very tall, my legs are very
so
long. But being 2 and 3 years old, holding each other's hands, wearing matching outfits was not normal. If you've ever seen a show called Dancing Moms or like
mhm.
all those shows were like the pageant moms, like it's not cool. Like Whitney and I were like behind places with people dressing us and doing our makeup, and we're like 4 years old, and we're like walking down the runway holding each other's hands. I don't know. It's not totally normal.
Mhm.
And
Anyway,
no
so
planes land on fashion like model show runways. Just FYI. At least not
yeah,
on purpose.
yeah, of course not. Um, so anyway, the fashion show or thought that like you doing a show where you talk about people.
Well, this was your
People's
idea.
fashion.
Remember, you
No,
said we should
yeah,
critique
but
people in the dabble
yeah,
versus.
right, yeah, but I'm saying that you can do this, not me. I'm saying you can like really have a keen eye on this because I noticed there is one common thing that happens in the Dabbleverse, and that's people wearing caps or hats and sunglasses. Now,
Caps or hats. But I
mhm,
just want to thank this person who gifted memberships. Who was that?
that's Brian Clowder, I believe. Yeah.
Brian Clowder. You were so funny last night.
Mhm. Thank you for the gift of membership. Now, um, so not only do people decide to wear hats and sunglasses indoors, which is crazy, right? I don't think.
Okay. Can I
Go
raise
on.
my hand in my own class?
Yeah, of course. Go on. Go ahead.
Sometimes you want to wear glasses inside for a lot of reasons. There was a bit that Larry David did, like anyone who wears sunglasses indoors is an asshole. And I kind of agree, but also, I don't know, it depends on the level of light in that room. And it depends on who you want to see, who you want to see you, and who you want. I don't know. I wear glasses,
Well,
sunglasses, whenever the fuck I want, by the way, indoors and outdoors.
I think if you're indoors and you're not blind and you're wearing sunglasses, you need to one either sort out the lighting in your house or two get a life. Right? Yeah, allegedly I'm sober.
Okay, can I
Um,
ask you a question?
go on. Yeah,
If you're not like, so I'm a person that I don't like crowds. I'm not in the mood for people most of the time. I prefer my own company more than most people. That's a
mm,
fact. So when I sometimes go to Trader Joe's, which is a market here, like a
yeah.
supermarket,
Hmm.
like I'll wear sunglasses because I don't want to talk to anyone, and I also want like I just don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want anyone like
Well, Ash,
eyes really are.
you just hit the nail on the head inadvertently, right?
Well,
You
tell
wear
me
sunglasses.
how.
Why? Right. So you wear
Well,
sunglasses
first of
while
all,
you're.
I wear sunglasses because my future is so bright, but please do proceed.
Good line. So you wear sunglasses while you're going grocery shopping because you don't want to make eye contact with people.
Correct.
Some people in the Dabbleverse wear sunglasses for two reasons. One, because they don't want people to look at their eyes while they're on stream. Or two, they realize that they are so fucking ugly. If they don't wear sunglasses on stream, people will point out this, right, which is true for Chad Zumach and Mush. They both have lazy eyes, right? And they're sensitive
Oh,
about it.
interesting.
Mhm. Now, any key-eyed person would notice that I too have a slightly wonky left eye. Right now, you won't see that because the camera's so far away. However, I couldn't give a flying fuck. I've had it all my life. Yeah, don't care. You can't see it because I've normally got chinky eyes going on. Right? Yeah,
Did you say chinky?
yeah. My eyes are quite tiny. Right, or at least my
Are
eyelids
you
cover
saying
my
that
eyes.
you're half Chinese? I'm confused.
Yeah, it is alleged that I am half Chinese, but again, like I'll be careful saying that because I'm supposed to be going to the States next year. Anyway, um, anyway,
Did you say you're gonna go to the space station?
no, to the United States next year.
Oh, that's
Speaking of which,
interesting
right?
because
So
you're coming to
mhm, to
Hackmania or something,
Vegas.
right?
Yeah, I'm going to Hackmania. So that's the question I've got to ask you, Ashley, while you're on stream. Have you any interest in traveling, buying a ticket, and going to Hackmania?
So, Hackmania is in Las Vegas, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
It's like a 5-hour drive for me, and I don't go anywhere without my dog. So if I was to go, I would go with Hondo and we would drive there.
Mhm.
There are a couple people that want to pay me to go, but I'm kind of like, I don't even know what that looks like. Um, I don't know. You've been to these events or no?
No, of course not. I've never
This
been
is
to the United
your
States before.
first one
So
then.
this is my first time. But Ash, I have to say this
I
is
mean, like there. I
I'll
want to
be
meet
honest.
Lady KB. I want to meet you. I
Hmm.
want to be. There's people I
So
want to meet in person.
okay,
Um,
so
Go
Ash,
ahead.
I only know Lady KB from the YouTube chats, and from what I can tell, she seems an extremely nice lady. Other people that are going would, I imagine, be really cool with meeting you. It seems like this event is more of a hang with fans of the Dabbleverse or whatever than it is of the actual shows happening. So I think that if you wanted to go, you would have a good time. That being said, I think if you went and you went and shook Melton's hand in person, I think that would be like a closure for yourself. Because I know at one point you couldn't stand what was happening with Melton covering yourself. However, I now know that you've come full circle on that, and you actually enjoy the stuff that he does. Yeah.
I do, but he pissed me off the other day. Like when I was going off on my sister. Stop. When I
Yeah.
was going I like making you laugh though. When I was going off on my sister, like, so I had a proper like trauma trigger response, if you will. When I was going off on my sister on Twitter, like
Mhm.
the last time she threatened me twice in the last week and a half about a digital restraining order, which once I looked into it with a attorney, it makes no sense. Like if anyone was going to get a digital restraining order, it would be me. Like I would get that faster than her. But
Mm.
so I'm like I need to like post like everything so people know the story because in my head, again, a trauma trigger response. In my head, I was like, my channel's going to be taken down tonight and my Twitter's going to be taken down tonight. So I'm like, and thank you all for being there, like the ones that supported me and were like awesome. Um, I appreciate all of you guys, the record keepers. But I was like putting up like everything. I was like,
Mm.
so everyone has the story or as much of the story as I can share. And it was like quite out of a place of like visceral fear, literally, because she's silenced me before, and I'm like, you're not silencing me again. Like, fuck off. But so
So,
Melton, and I write something like, and this is my line
mm, yeah, yeah.
because Whitney does not operate by herself. My sister has so many employees. She has like
Mhm.
5 business managers, like 10 whatever. So I've written that this is like my line, "Dear Whitney and Associates." It's mostly been used for private emails, but I wrote something, "Dear Whitney and Associates," blah 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 blah. And Patrick Melton chimes in like 1,000 words from a yoga whore or whatever he said. And I was like, I do not have time for you right now. Shut up, Melton.
so, so what's funny with that, Ash,
I
and the
did
reason
I
why
did apologize, but I did write him. I was like, "Call me and face me. Do not get in the way right now. I am on a war tour. Do you not
that,
understand? I do not have time for petty P melt. I am fighting my sister. Leave me alone, and I'm embarrassing myself enough."
so you're aware that Melton used to be a comedian, right?
I've heard that. Yep.
Mhm. So it's not out of the realms of possibility that Melton saw what you were doing and realized that he could get a reaction out of you, right?
It's not out of the realm of possibility, and I completely get it. And I spoke to somebody that knows
And
him and knows
mhm,
me, and they were like, Ashley, do not start a fight with him. And I'm like,
mhm.
I am not starting a fight, but he's in my way right now. And I do not have time. I am in
So,
the middle of my embarrassing war tour.
so what's funny though, Ash, is I used the word he was trying to get a reaction out of you because you gave him a reaction, right? And as you know, with any comedians, right, they want to get any sort of reaction, yeah, even if it is a non-reaction, that's still a reaction. However, I say all that to say this. Honestly, Ash, I know it sounds like I'm being promoted to say this. I'm not at all. I think you would have a good time going to Hackmania, and I also think it would be funny to see you walk up to Melton and say, "Hi, Melton," and shake his hand because I
Well,
generally
I would
think
say
that would
hello to
happen.
his wife first, to be fair, but
Eh,
sure.
I mean, you have to ask Rick whether
What is
you're allowed to talk
that?
to her. Well, because I mean, she's going to be
I
with
always
Rick.
do
Yeah?
that. I've learned that from a very young age. If a man is married or with a woman, you say hello and you respect the woman first, and then you say hello to the man.
Mm. Also, yeah, great Scott. I'm simping for Milton. Yeah. Um, anyway, that being said, yeah, I
But
think
but
you
but
should.
but were you paid to say that?
Yeah,
I
of
think
course.
that if Melton and I met, it would probably be like first I'd want to meet his wife first or say hi. And I feel like it would be, I mean, he's said a bunch of times, like once I got over again, like that was a sustained, like I felt like I'm on the playground at school and someone's like fucking with me. And I'm like,
Mhm.
what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, but I do, he said in a few shows, like once I started to realize that he's just doing content, whatever he's doing, once I started to realize like he's not an idiot and he's actually like, I don't know. He's kind of funny sometimes. And he's like, he said a few times, Ashley, if you're taking this seriously, like, don't take this seriously. You know what I mean? And like,
Yeah.
I did take it very personally and very seriously for a while, but I think he is a funny person. I think that he's probably a pretty good dude. But that's all I'll say.
I don't know him personally, but I just from
But
what I know of people that have been to the events, they've said that he's a nice guy in person. So I can only take their word for it. I
I
don't know.
can't even imagine that we wouldn't like have a picture together or something
Yeah,
ridiculous.
of
Yeah.
course. And also, like I said, it will give you some sort of like you've gone full circle at that point, right? You know?
So what do you think? I
Mhm.
should plan to go to what is it,
I think
April?
yeah. So it's April, what, the 10th to the 12th, I think.
You have
Uh,
your plane ticket?
yeah. Thanks to the fruit. He grifted his way to, or at least he's still doing it now, grifting his way to get us to Vegas. So yeah.
Well, I would like to give you money. If you guys want to support Rochi going to Vegas, please send money and I will send it to Rochi to get to
Yeah.
Hackamania. And it's
Yeah.
his thing, right? It's like Melton organizes it, right?
Yeah. So I believe currently on the docket right now, it's Melton's doing a live show, WATP's doing a live show, and so is Tukey Soup.
Well, I would
Uh,
go there just to punch Carl in the face, quite frankly. He's so rude.
I mean, that's a little bit harsh. You know, he's got
Why is
uh,
that harsh?
well, I mean, he's got
I
crooked
think you just
feet.
don't know who I am.
Well, I mean, like it's a long queue to go and punch Carl from WATP, right?
I'm a ninja. I would be very easy for me. What the fuck are you talking about?
She said ninja, Gino. There you go.
He's such a dork
Also,
sometimes.
yeah, I know. Yeah, well, of course,
I love it though. I love it. And this is the one time I think I'm prepared for you. Like you can't fuck with me, Rochi.
I could. Anyway, are we gonna like? How long we got to do this? Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
He said I could. Well, let's get through the topics of conversation because you keep derailing us, and I have notes.
Mhm. Go ahead. What are we talking about?
Let's talk about the discrepancy between conflict and avoidance.
As in,
So you can either choose to be in a conflict with somebody or respond in a way, or you can avoid it. Which do you think is more intelligent?
mm, see, that's too much of a difficult question to answer, right?
Okay.
Because you could argue avoiding a confrontation or being argumentative with somebody is actually a higher sign of intelligence, and biding your time to wait until a motherfucker slips up and you put the boot in while they're down is probably more intelligent than just flying off the handle straight away, right?
Can you say that again, please, for everyone in the back of the room?
Nope, because I can't even remember what the fuck I just said,
You
but it
just
sounded
said
smart.
it's more intelligent to
Mhm.
wait for someone. Basically, let me if I can
Paraphrase it. Yeah, go on, go on.
synthesize it. It's more intelligent to wait for someone to fuck up than to attack them straight away if they come at you.
Mhm. I mean, that's one point of view. Another point of view would be just start swinging and see who gets hurt, and then hopefully you come out on top at the end of it. You know, there's multiple different angles you can come at this in regards to again the way I took what you were saying, confronting somebody, being combative off the bat, or letting something slide and biding your time, and then putting jabs in whenever you can.
I think that's more your style. right?
Which one?
The
Yeah, I
latter.
mean, possibly, but yeah.
Oh, I'll send Adeptus the link. Do you know who Adeptus is?
No,
I love Adeptus. You don't know who he is?
no.
You
I mean,
don't know who
I wouldn't
Adeptus
have said no if I did know who the person was, right? I'm not,
is?
you know.
You know that you can be awfully rude.
How is that rude?
I'm being jovial and facetious. Calm down. Okay, this is the next thing that I had on the notes.
Hmm.
Let go completely. Hold on. Let go completely. Question: what does it mean? We are all around. You would say privacy, and to even live if we want or need to.
So, sorry, can you like dumb that down a little bit? Because that made you
No,
laugh.
because I think it's dumb enough as it is. Basically, I think I wrote um basically this is this was not intended for today, but it was just like a random diary entry. I used the back of a piece of paper. So I
Yeah.
think what I was saying was let go completely. Question: what does it mean? We are all around.
Were
We're
you?
all around.
Yeah. Were you drunk or high whilst
Maybe
you read
both.
this? Yeah.
Calm down. Don't be so passive aggressive, quite frankly, sir. Um, basically, I think I was saying we all need to do what we need to do. Oh, and to even lie if what we need to do, and that I do not agree with. I feel like the only reasons you should or could lie, a person should or could lie. Adeptus, I'm going to send you the link. If we were all like,
So
yes, sir.
So I think what you're trying to say and you're trying to get across, and I'll just be honest with you, Ash, right? So the way I live my life is honesty is probably the best policy, right?
Yes, for a
Now,
million reasons. Tell me your reasons.
partly because I think it's probably better to just tell somebody outright what you think, even if it hurts them, because like there's no point in fucking holding back, right? However, that being said, around loved ones or family, for example, sometimes it is a lot better to lie to somebody about something just
Let's
because
talk
you're
about that.
saving
Let's
them.
talk about that. Okay, so
Well,
like, are you saying like if a woman says like, "Do I look fat?" and you're like walking out the door and she obviously looks fat,
no,
it's
no,
like,
no, 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 right,
so
okay,
is that a
no, no,
lie? Like
no,
that
no,
is
no, right,
acceptable?
okay,
Like,
okay.
no, girl, you look good in that dress that doesn't fit you.
So, Ash,
Let's go
for
to the
real,
party because I got to get to the
do,
party.
do you think, for example, if my missus said to me, "Do I look fat?" Do you think I would say no if I thought she looked fat?
Well, hold on. Do I think you would say? Are you asking me? Do I think you would tell her the truth?
Yeah, yeah.
I think it would depend on the situation with you. I don't think you would ever tell her she looked fat.
Well,
Is
that's
that
because she's
correct?
not. Well, that's because she's not fat. But
Okay, well,
what's
fuck
also
off
funny?
then. What if she was
No, no,
fat?
no,
We have to
right,
work with the hypothetical.
okay, okay. But if she said she looked fat and I thought she looked fat in something, I would say, yeah, of course she looked fat. Because there's no point in lying, right? In that regard, right?
Well, I appreciate that because I feel like way too many men and way too many women let their friends and their wives go out looking ridiculous.
Mm.
Let's welcome Adeptus. Looking ridiculous and like I would appreciate because there's sometimes like I'm not fat. There's no version of me being fat, but there are dresses that I can wear that are tight and that will make me look not as good as other dresses and like create a donut roll or whatever you call it. And I don't want to be told that I look good if I have a donut roll on my waist. What's up, Adeptus?
Hello. Hey, what's
You
up?
know
How's it going?
Rochi?
No, I don't. Nice to meet you, Rochi.
Well, it's cute because you guys are
Likewise.
matching.
Yeah, that's
Hell
weird.
yeah. We
Yeah,
came ready.
Yeah, I don't
Are
like
you
to wear
wearing
the
like a
same
granny onesie? What's going on with your outfit?
No, it's just
Oh, this
a,
is a hoodie. Alabama.
hoodie.
Alabama.
No, I'm just wearing it because it's a little chilly out.
Rochi meet Adeptus. Adeptus meet Rochi. I'm gonna excuse
Oh, man.
myself for 1 second. I'll be right back. You guys can hold it down, yeah?
Not
I'll
often at all. Sure.
So Ashley's going off to take a massive shit. She's sick
Shut
about
your
her own.
fucking
She's had the shit for the shits for 3
Wipe,
weeks. So, yeah.
wipe properly. Use water.
Yeah. A bidet would be ideal, right? Yeah.
My fucking headphone is not connecting to my fucking shitty dumbass thing. Gay ass thing.
So I take it you're a big fan of Ashley, then, sir?
Yeah, sure.
Fair enough. See what's happening. Yeah.
So what do you do, bro?
I sit on my couch and smoke all day. How about you?
That's pretty cool.
Mhm.
Not gonna lie. Nothing really. Probably the same as you.
Yeah, I see what your intentions are, and I say kudos and good luck in what you're doing.
That's silly, bro. So you're
And
into that? So you have your own
So
podcast?
Adeptus, you want to be a rude boy?
no, not at all. Not
I
my
was
own
just gonna like
podcast.
sing your praises, how you won the dating game, all these things, and your cat's peeing in your house, and you're like, you could say I'm a fan of Ashley.
I like Ashley. She's cool.
You know what Adeptus said before he met me? He was like, all I ever heard about you is what KB said about you. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear that. It's an embarrassing thing to
It
say.
was true. Well, it was true, but yeah.
So
At
why
least
are
I got
you
to know
here
you a
if you
little
don't
better.
like me? Why do you text me and call me if you don't like me, by the way?
That's crazy. Damn.
Damn.
Calm down.
Have you ever known me to be calm?
No.
I am pretty calm right now. Aren't I pretty calm, Rochi?
For today, you're pretty calm. Also, yeah, everybody in the chat wants to know: Lady KB or Brennan?
Huh?
Lady KB or Brennan, where is it on the chat?
Great Scott.
Um
Who's Lady
Lady-
KB?
Oh, he was talking
All
about
right, so
Kevin
Brennan.
Brennan.
Amen.
So
Right.
the way
So
Adeptus and I met, we've never met in person, was the dating game on Papa Kill's show, and he was the only contestant that wasn't married. But I wouldn't say that you won because of that, unless you were just a jerk to me. But okay, go ahead.
Whoa.
Whoa,
Ashley.
whoa, easy.
But yeah, regardless, I won, even though I was the only one that didn't have kids.
Rochi,
And shit.
Adeptus has skinwalkers in his backyard.
That's true.
Skinwalker.
It's a
I
thing.
think I've got Pakistanis across the way. Is that the same thing?
Whoa. That's even scarier.
No, it's fine. They don't come around.
Do they do their little Allahu Akbar on you sometimes?
No, sir. That's a different type of Pakistan. But yeah.
Oh.
I'm
Like
gonna
closer
excuse
to
myself for a second. Excuse me.
Ashley, what's going like?
I gotta go
back
take a
to
massive shit, Rochi, obviously.
the bathroom again. Someone's going through her.
And there's us earlier was going to talk about the fact that Karmic X goes off stream to get some no sugar, and I think Ashley might be doing a similar type of activity, if you will, as it were. Weed vape pen.
Oh, now my headset's working. Holy shit! What a retarded
So-
headset.
So you're, I'm going to make the assumption that you are a fan of Clowntown, right?
I dibble and dab. I do Clowntown and I do Papa's Puzzle Factory. I don't really.
Were you going to say the word you dabble in that show? Is that what you're going to say?
do what?
Yeah, did I hear
Dabble?
Did I hear dibble dabble?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I dibble dabble.
Why are you
So-
both wearing black and red? It's cracking me up.
Because it's the holiday season.
Yeah. Also, it's cold as shit over here.
Well, we also kind
It's
of
cold
all
over here,
match.
too.
Like I'm wearing black, you're wearing black and red, you are black and red.
What? Just call
You're
me
wearing
black
black
and
and red too, I said.
I think black and red is the new red and yellow. Fuck me, I'm old.
Wait. Black and yellow,
Oh,
black
no,
and
that's
yellow.
true.
You guys remember that song?
Hmm.
Yeah, I do. I remember I used to try to memorize the lyrics to it when I was younger.
Yo, sing it so I can sing with you. Can you start it?
Oh, I don't remember it at all, to be honest with you.
Well, it was like it was pretty easy. I think it was, tell me if
It's
I'm
something
wrong.
black.
Black
If
and
it was just
yellow, black and yellow,
black and
black and
yellow, that
yellow.
was
I
that.
don't think it was almost like a who's that artist? Daft
MK
Punk.
MK Ultra. Oh
What
yeah,
about
that too.
MK Ultra?
Oh, Ash. The other thing
I'm
that
apparently a presidential model. Let's go. What's up,
Oh,
Brochi?
nice.
Ash, the other thing in the Dabbleverse is I see the gentleman in the chat, and I recommend that you start this off, Ashley. I think Sam Bibley should start paying his way in the Dabbleverse. He gets too much free airtime by coming up with great comments, but you notice this person has never spent a dime.
Well, Sam Bibley, to his credit, first of all, I love Sam Bibley. Adeptus, can you read that for me, please? What Sam Bibley wrote?
Oh, of course. Sam Bubbly. No offense, but Adeptus really killed the conversation vibe Ashley and Rochi had going. I'm sorry, Sam.
I
You
don't
guys can
believe
continue.
so. So I
You guys can
love
continue. Go
Bibley.
ahead.
Sam Bibley was on my channel like 6-8 months before I knew what the Dabbleverse, what the word meant, because he used to watch the Red Bar stuff. I think Bibley's awesome, and he explained to me one time. And Sam Bibley, please correct me if I'm wrong or I say anything incorrect. Ashley, I hope you don't mind that I'm not paying you or super chatting because it's like part of his principle.
Hmm. Yeah, and that's why I brought it up, Ashley, because I want the person to break their principle. And that's what I'm doing. That's my ultimate goal. Anyway, Ash, I'm going to call it a night. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm
Okay,
going
so
to,
Adeptus, you're not going anywhere. Rochi, thank you for
Ashley.
being here. I
Yeah,
appreciate
no
you,
worries.
and I'll see you soon.
Yeah,
Bye,
most definitely.
Rochi.
And
Nice to meet you.
yeah, nice to meet you, sir. I
Oh,
don't
do you
know how
want to
to
give your
pronounce your name.
plugs? Are you and Eccles show and stuff?
Yeah, Ashley. Yeah, Ashley. Everybody go and plug Stevie Lou's wife. See you later.
Adeptus. So
Hello.
why are you here if you don't like me?
That's crazy. What are you talking about?
I heard you when I was getting water. You're like, I don't know about her.
I was playing. Calm down.
What's going on?
Absolutely nothing.
It's dark
Boring
by
life.
you already?
Yeah, there's
Oh,
a
I
train.
guess
There's a
yeah,
choo-choo
it's
train
5
behind me.
here. Wait, choo-choo train what? What about? I'm like, choo-choo train? What?
Yeah, there's a choo-choo train behind me. Can't see
A
it though.
choo-choo train.
Hard to tell.
I love choo-choo trains. Choo-choo. Did you ever like go like this when truck drivers were driving on the road?
Yeah, when I was younger. I don't do it now because I think it bothers them and they don't want to do it. They always flip me off.
Because what? You don't do it now because what?
They flip me off now.
Well, I guess like actually looking back, my sister and I being little girls going like this, they would always honk the horn, but maybe they don't do it for men or like women that are not kids, which is kind of creepy.
Yeah, I think they want to get the attention of the younger audience. I don't think they like me at all though.
Who, the truck drivers?
Yeah, no, I don't think they like
Why?
me. I have no idea. I try to do the give me one of them, and they always give me one of these. So they don't like me.
They're just like little girls.
And little boys. They used to love me when I was little. And I used to go, give me one of these. They used to go choo choo.
But then you grew up and it all changed.
Pretty much. Shout out to my homie Laundry Room. He's a real one.
Is he? I
Yeah,
was
he's
like,
based.
there's a laundry something that isn't nice to me, so I keep avoiding their comments. Laundry room.
Oh, that's laundry room 2. Laundry room 1's cool.
Isn't it hilarious? We speak in like this code that is like handles. Like sometimes I'll be on the phone with somebody in the Dabbleverse. I'm like, well, you know, Adeptus said this about Big W, who said that.
Well, it's probably better that way because you don't want to give our names out to a bunch of
No, and
weirdos.
like I know so many names at this point, but then I have to like correct myself. Like I don't purposely ever dox anyone, but it's like a few people I've spoken to, like, no, actually, I do not want to know their real name, and I'm like, but why not? Like, and then I started to get it. Everyone wants to be
Yeah,
anonymous.
it's probably for the better for some people, anyways.
Probably.
Who's
What are
low
you up to
W?
tonight?
Chilling out, doing a little arc rating, smoking, a little drinking.
You know what I
Same
would
old.
love you to do if you're up for
Mm-hmm.
it?
Mm-hmm.
Like drop a little knowledge. Like, okay, so let me just tell you guys something. Adeptus and I have talked on the phone a bit, and he knows more about more things than most people I've ever met. You have a lot of not just knowledge, but occult knowledge. And I want you guys to understand the word occult doesn't mean Illuminati. It's nothing weird. Occult, the literal definition of occult means knowledge that is not for everyone. It means knowledge that few people know. And he has a lot of occult knowledge.
A little bit.
Dude,
A
come
little bit.
on. You know more about more things than is that a skinwalker on a motorcycle? What's happening?
I'm not sure. I think that was my Asian neighbors coming back home. They're always working on their cars like it's Tokyo Drift and shit.
Sorry, I just imagined two Asians running really fast and that noise came out.
They do. They have matching cars, matching bikes.
No, but I was literally just imagining them without a car. Like
Oh,
literally like just running, and that's the noise like Roadrunner, like that cartoon.
that's kind of racist, actually. Dang.
Damn, Ashley. So
Damn.
can you drop some occult knowledge, some knowledge that is not for everyone? Because you have a lot of it.
What specifically?
You
have
do
to
look very
be more
devilish, I
specific.
won't lie. Okay, you look like a devil right now.
That's not good.
Little demonic. That's exactly what the devil would say. I'm just kidding. Okay, so
Take my hoodie off.
come on, I respect you a lot. I speak to you on the phone and stuff. So tell me about, let's see, things that we've talked about. Well, if this is not annoying and it's not uncomfortable, can you talk about Jesus Christ?
Yeah, what specifically?
Because you
Though?
taught me a lot about Jesus. So just so you guys know, I'm a very faith-based person. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I believe in the angels. I recite the archangels' names pretty much every day, unless I forget. I felt a message like that was like, say our names every day, like to myself. It's like a meditation. But Adeptus taught me the difference between God and Jesus. Can you explain that? Like, because I would
Well,
always pray to God, and Jesus
well,
was like a.
Jesus,
Go
like the
ahead.
mediator. He's like the lawyer here on Earth. It's like everything is legalistic. So he's basically just here to make sure you don't get into shits, technically, and then you have somebody to fall back into. He's like the lawyer you need in this realm. And if you don't
Remember
have
when I
him,
told you I was like, I
hmm?
was taught that Jesus was our brother and like God was our father, and you're like, nah, you got it all wrong. And I felt it in my heart when you said that. Like you kind of changed my life in a way.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely not a brother. He's your father. He's the same as God. It's like God put human form, so there's a way to understand who God is. It's not really, how do you say? It's not really. It's somebody that you do buddy up to, but somebody that you have a relationship with as well, but somebody that you don't also mess with, if that makes sense.
Metatron is the record keeper that sits behind God. How do Metatron and Jesus communicate? Or like what's their relationship?
I'm not too not too
Not to call
invested on
me
Metatron
ignorant.
too
No,
much.
go ahead. We're
No, I'm not too
learning.
invested in Metatron at all. I'm not really too sure about him like that.
He's an
Because
archangel, but he's the only archangel that doesn't have archangel in front of his name. And he's the record keeper that sits behind God.
I mean, I'm sure God can keep his own records and write his own books, but maybe that's just like a way to understand God a little bit more, is to give something a name that doesn't have a name, just for understanding. I don't think
Oh,
it's,
that's an interesting take.
yeah, because everything has to be understood in a human form. Because if God tries to talk to you in his way, you just wouldn't understand at all. So everything has to be brought down to earth for us to understand.
So do you believe in the King James Bible? Because it kind of blew me away that there's like 17, 18 versions of the Bible that we understand to be the Bible that are not King James. And everyone kind of goes by the King James Bible. Is that the one you go by?
Well, King James himself was a pretty weird guy, and he did change a lot
How?
of the
Like what was up
Bible.
with King
I mean,
James?
he did change a lot of the Bible during those days, and he did put his, what do you call it? The Bible constantly gets changed here, especially in Western America. They constantly change the Bible, constant little words here and there. Like there's a word somewhere around the, can't remember exactly where, because I'm not
You're
really.
about to quote a gospel. I know you're about to do it. Like, you feel like a Bible thumper to me. Like in the best
I
way. Like
really,
you're like
really,
somewhere around page 137, 138.
I really don't read the Bible like that, but I do read it when God wants me to, and there's something specific He wants me to learn, or if I'm doing something wrong that day, or if I need to hear something encouraging, like I'll go grab the Bible. But as far as being a Bible thumper, I don't really do that like that. But I mean, King James was a bit of a weird guy for sure. I mean, he changed the fact that he put his name first before the Bible as well.
I never thought
Kind
about
of,
that, but yeah, that's a thing.
yeah. So he kind of had a little bit more power over it, and I mean, they do change a certain words. Like there's some scriptures that would say bash the baby's heads in. Instead, now they say dashed the baby's heads in. Like it kind of doesn't make any sense, but there's a lot of other words as well that they changed that I would have to go back and
Well,
look to.
also
But
like the meaning, like just in
been drinking a
general,
little bit.
like semantics changes like I think every 10 or 20 years, like so words like for example, fag, that was not a word that was used for homosexuals in a derogatory way. It's been cigarettes literally in England forever. And then there's a lot of words that their meanings change, like literally every 10 years. And I've truly believed this for a long time. That's on purpose. That's to confuse people so that like your grandmother can't really tell you the truth because it doesn't make a lot of sense because semantics change, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's talk about you and me.
Some rapid change.
I know you like the segue. So
Let
when
me
you
smoke a
came,
fag real quick. 1 second.
do you need to smoke a fag? Okay, you can light it. So when you came on the dating game on Papa's Papa Kill Factory's dating game, you were not into me, and you were not into me because
My first time meeting you.
no, you said I only heard about what Kevin Brennan said about you. Blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah. And I was like, who the fuck
Oh
listens
yeah.
to Kevin Brennan like that and takes him seriously?
I literally used to call him daddy, and in
You're
like
not the
those.
only one, so as I've heard, but okay.
Oh, I
Can
am the
you
only
read
one.
this,
He literally,
evening
literally
people?
is my
Hi,
father.
Shmuel Buckman. So you
Hello, Void Lord.
you said when you won the dating game, you said later I got into you like as we were going through the game, but all I had known about you was like the shit that Kevin Brennan talked about you. So I didn't like you.
That's basically it. And then as soon as the dating game progressed, I was just like, oh, she's pretty cool.
Again, can we go back to the original question? Who listens to Kevin Brennan and takes him seriously like that?
A good bit of
Oh,
people
his
definitely do,
son.
but
So like Kevin Brennan is God and you're Jesus.
whoa, calm down.
Whoa.
Damn,
Damn, Ashley.
Damn. Chill.
You look very handsome tonight. You look very sharp.
Oh, thank you, Ashley. You look very beautiful yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Damn.
Back to the dating game.
So what would you what's your credit score?
She
That was
already
the
asked me
best.
that.
Papa Kill was like texting me questions to ask. And I'm like, I don't know what to ask at this point. And he's like, ask them their credit scores. Ask them
Yeah, my credit score's all right. I was
what's
able to
going
get a
on
house.
the
So it was cool.
farm. What's going on with your cat? Is everything good?
Oh yeah, he's still peeing everywhere. My little cat's still doing little cat stuff. I mean, nothing too crazy. I mean, the farm, they still have the same issues. I mean, coyotes. A lot of
You
coyotes.
don't hurt coyotes, do you?
Do we what?
You don't hurt them, do you?
No, we just we put them to rest and they go to a better place.
Fuck off. You hurt them?
No,
Why?
we just
What do
we
they
put them
do?
to. They
What
killed
do they
our
do? What do they
chickens.
do
They
to go
kill
to
our
the better
chickens.
place?
They kill our
They
chickens.
well, maybe they're hungry.
We'll
And
go
maybe you
find some
have
other food.
too many chickens. Ever think about that?
No, no, we got to
Um,
make a living.
listen, I don't know if you know this, but there's like an overpopulation of coyotes in LA. And so there's this girl that I teach twice a week that lives like in Malibu. I was driving to her house like 3 weeks ago. And I'm the bitch that will pull over. I don't care if it's a dog or a cat or a bird. If I see an animal outside that looks like it's in trouble, I pull over. So I pull my car over because this dog, I mean, it was a coyote. I didn't realize that, but I thought it was a dog. And because their build is like a dog, right? It looks like a German Shepherd mutt in a way. And
Yeah.
it was on like a street, so her house is like on a hill, like in Malibu. And I pull the car over, like thinking it's like a German Shepherd mixed dog, like that's on the street. It's literally on a street. And I'm like, and I see it's a coyote, and I'm like, yeah, I can't put you in the back of my car, buddy. But I would never
Yeah,
hurt him. I kind of wanted
yeah,
to like scare him back into the, I
the
wanted to like
wilderness
scare
or
him
something.
back into the yes, because he's on the
The
street. Somebody could
Hollywood
hit him.
wilderness.
What?
The Hollywood wilderness.
Well, yeah, that's another thing. There's also what are they called? Like cougar, not cougars. You can call me a cougar. Have fun with that joke. There are
Bobcats.
what?
Bobcats.
What's the other one? Close. It's like a it's got spots. It's not a bobcat. It's it looks
A
like a
lynx.
jaguar, not a lynx. You're getting close. Warmer. Um,
Keep doing that motion. I'm getting closer to. Yeah, go ahead.
they're very rare. And they're like big cats and jaguar maybe. No, I don't know. It's like in the family of a jaguar. So they found one in the valley and there's this picture of it. So it's like okay, first of all, I have this very intense and intentional opinion. We stole their land. They've been living here, and then all of a sudden, like buildings, apartments, houses. It's like raccoons, all these animals don't really have a place to go because the place they lived, which was their home, becomes overpopulated with humans. Fuck, it's killing me right now. What this animal is called. It's not a jaguar. It looks like a jaguar. It's tan with spots. They're pretty rare. Like they're close to being out of existence. They walk like this. They're like lion styles. Um I just think it's really sad that coyotes and those animals that I can't think of their name right now have to like and raccoons and squirrels and every other animal literally have to like navigate their behavior and their life um depending on us in a way. And also, as I understand, coyotes don't really chill alone. So the coyote I saw on the street was probably kicked out of his familial pack situation or her situation. If I could have put it in my car and thought that it would have been normal, I would have. But I don't think that would have turned out well for anyone, including
Yeah, I mean,
including including the coyote, mostly including the coyote. Mountain lion. Thank you. Thank you,
oh,
Shmuel
mountain lion.
Buckman. It was a mountain lion.
Mountain
Thank
lion have
you.
spots on them.
I might have made up the spots in my head because I was going like this and I started to see spots and I thought, like, you know what I mean?
I was gonna say mountain
Yes,
lion until
mountain
you
lion. It was a
started
mountain
saying
lion. Thank you.
spots.
I beg your pardon, sir.
I said.
Stop flirting with me.
Jesus. Calm down, Ashley. You. What was
Damn.
that?
I just snort. And when I rarely
You.
snort, but when I laugh hard, I'll snort. And you made me snort. Damn,
boogers.
Adeptus.
Ew. You're a little piggy.
Yeah, I am. I'm so fat. Like a little piggy. Um,
Yeah, but coyotes do drag a. Yeah, but
coyotes have
coyotes.
spots. No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking
No,
about hyenas. Hyenas. That's
no, you're
I haven't
still
seen a
thinking
hyena
about.
here.
Still thinking about the spotted mountain lion. But no, coyotes
Forget the
do be dragging.
spots. Stop. There's no spots on mountain lions.
Do
It
you know
might have
mountain
been a
lions and
cougar. I gotta
do you
look
know
it up.
mountain?
Hold on. I
Okay,
beg your
take your
pardon,
time.
sir.
No, go ahead, take your time.
No. Go ahead. I'm just gonna look up what it was. I have the picture. It's like it was like a huge thing. Mountain. Go ahead. Lion
Oh,
lot
okay.
LA.
You know mountain
Hey,
lions and bobcats can literally sound like humans screaming.
wait.
So they lure they
Bobcats?
can, yeah, bobcats and mountain lions, they can lure people because they
Like
somehow or
sirens.
another somehow or another they can get their voices pretty high to sound like a woman yelling for help.
Interesting. The Santa Monica Mountains maintain the Santa Monica Mountain Range, part of the Transverse Ranges in Los Angeles and Ventura counties, is known for its population of mountain lions. Thank you, Shmuel Buckman. Mountain lions in the Santa Monica Mountains are one of the two instances of large wild cats living in a megacity. The other being leopards. So I wasn't wrong. Leopards have spots. The other being leopards.
Good job,
Okay, I
Ashley.
cannot even with Wikipedia. So this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Can you guys see that?
Mm-hmm. That's a mountain lion. It's doing the walk you were doing. Look at it.
Exactly. You're not wrong. I'm a Leo.
There
I'm
you
a
go.
cat.
Keep
Meow.
going. Keep going. Yeah,
You like
there you
that?
go.
Stop. I'll do it later on FaceTime. Don't be
All right.
weird. Stop flirting with me online. It's rude.
Sorry.
Just kidding. Just fucking with you. What are you doing tonight? What's going on? Are you gonna chase skinwalkers or what are we up to?
No, not tonight. Tonight I'm just gonna chill, do a little arc rating, drink
What
a little bit.
arc rating? What is that?
It's a game. It's a video game.
So like Battlefield 6, or what are we talking about over here?
It's one of those where you can talk to people. There's other people there. You talk to them, and then you ask them if they need help, and then you just shoot them in the back of the head and take their stuff.
Did you hear this story about video games where this creeped me out? So there was somebody playing a video game that's like I think it was what's the other game that's like it's
What, Roblox? or something?
PUBG is in the same genre, Battlefield 6, PUBG, and then there's like the more famous one that like most dudes play,
Call of Duty, I'm guessing.
Call of Duty. Yes, thank you. So in a Call of Duty game, this guy's playing and there's like there's NPCs, right? There's like people that are not people like in this game.
Sure.
And someone said and one of them said, my name is blank, like we'll say Chris Brown, because you know he hit Rihanna in the face and that was rude, so we'll just call him Chris Brown. So Chris Brown says, my name is Chris Brown, please contact my wife. I live on this street. He gave his full address in Denver, Colorado. What the fuck? So I'm like thinking to myself, do they trap like consciousness and souls inside games? Because and they checked out his address and there was a man with his name and the wife's name that lived at that address in Denver, Colorado.
You
What
sure it
do you
wasn't like?
make of this, sir?
You sure it wasn't some guy? Well, two things. First, you don't think it was some guy like trying to troll people?
Yo, bro, I don't know. I'm not a gamer. Okay. I just saw this and I was like, that's fucking weird.
I know one of the Voyagers, I forgot what the Voyager
What's a
was.
Voyager? Is that a game?
The thing they sent into space, and it has a little gold disc on it to record everything, and it went pretty far until it started losing its. I guess everything started breaking down on it, but a lot of people are speculating that it started losing its mind, and somebody did put consciousness inside of that golden disc of someone. And so that's the only way that they could keep that machine going, is to have the consciousness of another human being in it. Oh, Chris Mack, I saw you in the China show the other night, by the way.
I love Chris Mack. Oh, Frank. Frank is here. Where did you see Chris Mack? I'm like stalking him at this point. That's an inside joke. No, Chris Mack has been my friend for 6 years. Where'd you
That's
see him
cool.
you said in the China chat? Is that what you said?
Yeah, the Ching Chong chat. Yeah, we get Chinese.
Chris, what were
We
you
know
doing at the
Chinese.
Ching Chong chat? He goes, wait, what love, what love, what is it?
Love the China show.
So
It's a good
stupid.
show.
Everything is so ridiculous.
I was about to tell him about Ray DeVito in that chat, but I was like, nah, it's a bad taste.
What were you gonna say about Ray DeVito? Because he was yelling at me about Ray DeVito earlier today. Not yelling at me, he was being my friend. But he
Yelling at
texted me
you.
last night, like, Ashley, what the fuck are you doing on Ray DeVito's show? And I was like, he's like, I told you 2 years ago. Like, I warned you about him 2 years ago. I was like, Chris, I thought that you just said he was like a retard. No, that's really funny because my friend's
He's not wrong.
boyfriend says it's not retard, it's retard. Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure you just like warned me he was retarded. I didn't think that you were saying he was malicious. And Chris Mack's like, no, I told you. Like, what are you doing on his show? But I think last night was pretty harmless, Chris Mack.
Yeah, Ray
I
has
don't know.
plans for you. I would be
But
careful.
I love Chris Mack, and he's like a brother to me that I might fuck one day. Just kidding.
Nice.
Love you, mean it. But Chris Mack has been my like friend, solid for 6 years or so, and he did tell me, and I trust that he warned me. But he also did tell me to take mushrooms 2 years before I ever took mushrooms because my sister's like super into drugs. So I was like, when he was like, Ashley, you should take mushrooms. I was like, I just ignored him. And then someone sent me mushrooms, and I was like, yo, Chris, someone sent me mushrooms. This was like 2-3 years ago. And he
Random
was
mushrooms, nice.
Well, I was afraid because I'm like, Chris, how do I not know they're the fucking not poison? Like, or I'm gonna die. And I text the person. I was like, can you please explain to me how I should trust taking these mushrooms, and thinking that like it's not poisonous or whatever. And the girl wrote that sent them to me. She goes, Ashley, it was much more of a risk. The Asians are at it again. The woman said, Ashley, it was much more of a risk for me to send these to you than for you to receive them. So just think about that. And then I asked Chris Mack, I'm like, yo, and I like sent him a picture. He was like, Ashley, I told you to take mushrooms to heal your brain like 2 years ago. And I was like, how did I miss that? Because like I have a pretty good memory. But there are certain things that I'll just like, for example, if you tell me to do drugs, I'm gonna be like, no, my sister does too many drugs. I have to stay on point. Like, I'm not doing that. But I did take mushrooms for like, I don't know, a year or so. And they really did heal my brain. And I started to use my left hand and all kinds of fun things.
You couldn't use your left hand?
Well, I always said I was ambidextrous since I was a kid. And my parents and my family said, no, you're right handed. And I was like, pretty sure I'm not. But then, so it only takes a while. So if you're not using your left hand, guys, just FYI, if you're not practicing writing with your left hand, you're only using one side of your brain, which further uh, separates the two lobes, like the front, the right and the left parts of your brain. And you want them to like. What I understand and what I feel is true is that they were at one point connected, our right and our left hemispheres of our brain. And I started to feel when I started to write with my left hand, like I started to feel the right side of my brain tingle. And if you guys don't know this, the right side of your brain is in control of the left side of your body. The left side of your brain is in control of the right side of your body. So when I started to write, like at first it was awkward, but then it felt normal. Like, I don't know if you know this, but for years and years and years and years, women were forced to write with their right hand, even if they were left hand inclined. There's a video that I played a while ago. So there were factories where people had to write, and they would literally have tape or some kind of like thing that held down the left hand, and they could only use the right hand.
That's interesting.
It is. It's also fucked up. I think we're all
What was
ambidextrous.
what was the purpose of it?
The purpose of what?
There would be a quiz. Oh boy.
Oh, making people just use their right hand. Maybe so they don't have control of the left side of the right side of their body, which would include using the left side of their brain. I don't know. Who knows? There's so many things. You probably know more than me, sir. There are so many things that happen that don't make a lot of logical sense to me. Left-handed people is a thing, right? Most people are right-handed, but I think most people are forced to be right-handed. I believe truly that we're all ambidextrous, meaning that we can do everything with both hands. We're just trained to use one hand.
Yeah, I mean, with enough practice, you can use both your hands. I know somebody that's ambidextrous. What's that medical term?
Ambidextrous.
Yeah, that.
Ambidextrous. It means you're I think we're all born ambidextrous, quite frankly. But yeah, we're taught to just use one hand. Can you read that? Because it's so far away from me.
That's a lot. It's like an ex-girlfriend writing. I just told Ashley that the time she was spending trying to do stuff with Ray and Chad and those types would be better spent building up her own audience and community because many people from Dabbleverse bring drama. That's true.
He's not wrong. I love you, Chris Mack. I know that we haven't been on the same page for like 8 months, but I always love you and I always respect you and I always appreciate you.
Ray DeVito is also a serial killer.
I was on his show last night and Chris is like, what the fuck? I warned you about him 2 years ago. And I was like, I'm pretty sure all I heard, but again, Chris Mack is usually on point. again, besides that one time he said my horses lived with my sister in her backyard. That's not true. Um, but we talked about that and we got past it. Um, but Chris Mack. Um, oh, so I'm pretty sure he just told me like he kept asking me like, Chris Mack is funny, right? And I love Chris Mack. And he'd
Mm,
be like, Ashley, what show did you do with Kevin? What year was it? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, you know better than me. Like, I was on MLC with Ray DeVito in 2021 or something like this. And he was like asking me these questions. And this is my theory, Chris Mack. You can please correct me if I'm wrong, always. I think Chris Mack did not want me involved with the Dabbleverse at all. So after he was like texting me, asking me about Ray DeVito appearances, I was like, why do you care? Like, why are you asking? He's like, no, nothing. He's just like a retarded person, a retard. He's just like a retard. Um, and I was like, Chris, come on, just like tell me. And again, I know nothing about the Dabbleverse. I'm just like wondering why, because Chris and I talk about deep shit. He doesn't like, I was just like, why are you asking me about this? And he's like, yeah, I know, but like this. And Chris is very Chris doesn't drink. He's like very on point. So I was like, yeah, but why do you want to know? My theory, and Chris, you can correct me if I'm wrong. He did not want me to come to the playground, the dirty ass toxic playground that is the Dabbleverse. And he was just like being protective of me. So
I
when I
mean,
went
that's
on Ray
probably
DeVito's show last night, he was like, why are you on Ray DeVito's show? I'm like, um, I don't know, because he offered me money and I need money. And also I didn't see him. I did not remember Chris warning me about him as much as I felt like Chris was like, he's just retarded. Like, I feel like one time I was like, why do you want to know all this about Ray DeVito? This is like before I knew what the word Dabbleverse even meant or ever heard the word. And I was like, why do you not want me to why do you want on these dates and shows of Ray DeVito? He's like, never mind, he's just a retarded person. So I thought that it was more like he's a retard, not a threat, right? But he was like, he's just gonna attack you. But I don't think he attacked me last night, Chris. I think it was kind of innocuous.
yeah. Ray is pretty retarded. He'll do some shit, and it'll seem like it's some foul stuff, but he is pretty retarded. So
Well, like I more was like he texted me like, "Yo, I'll throw you some money if you can come on." Da da da. Da. And I'm like,
Ray
my
doesn't have
boss has
money.
been out of town. What?
Ray doesn't have money.
Well, he's giving me half of what he made last night, which I think was like $200. So I feel like that's 100 to the house,
Yeah, it's not bad.
whatever it is. But I've been sick, and then I haven't worked. Also, my boss went out of town, so I was just like, yeah, wherever I can like grab a couple bucks, it's gonna help.
Yeah,
So
nice. You
my
got to hustle.
sister finally pays the money she owes.
What's up with you and your sister?
Not much.
Nothing.
She owes me money. That's what's up. But
Didn't she
we'll get
start
there.
streaming to like 20 people or something?
My sister?
Yeah.
Well, that was a hilarious thing. Chris Mack was so funny. Like, I don't know. Chris Mack, you can correct me on the date. I think it was like 3 years ago. And my sister never does lives where people can like chat back with her. Like, and that's how I started doing YouTubes, right? And then of course you may or may not know that I fight with people often. I can get scrappy real quick. Um, so Chris Mack I was actually doing a live and Chris Mack was like, yo, is your sister trying to be you right now? And I was like, my sister's been trying to be me for 20 years. What exactly are you talking about? He's like, she's on a live stream. She doesn't do live streams. I don't follow my sister. I don't watch her shit. But she did a
Mhm.
live stream and she's like fighting with people in the live. Like, you want to meet me in
Mhm.
an alley? Like, that's 100% something I would say when I'm being scrappy, you know? And he goes, Ash, she just ended the live stream like real quick. But he's like, what was that? And I was like, I don't know. I didn't watch it. Can you read
You
that,
think?
love? It's so far away.
Yeah, sure. Frankfurt. It seems like it's a foul because it's a foul. Ray hides behind being dumb, but he knows what he's doing.
Well, I don't
Could be
think
true.
whatever he wanted to do last night got accomplished. Like, I think if, like, Chris Mack, I love you, and I love anyone that has my back. But I think if, like, so as I understand from reliable sources, he wanted to like punk me about my horses and punk me about my sister, and someone paid him to have me on, blah, blah, blah. I believe all that, but I don't think his mission was accomplished. I think I sometimes win y'all over and you don't even expect it. You don't
I think
even
he's just
see
trying
it
to.
coming.
I think he's just trying to
Hence,
lure
hence
you in.
you, by the way. What?
He's just trying to lure you in, keep you calm. Then he'll take the hammer from the back.
Do
That's
you
how
think
he
that
kills
you
his
think that
victims.
do you think he'll be successful?
Probably not, but we'll see.
Well, how did I win you over?
Say it again.
How did I win you over?
Oh, I mean, just a dating game. We were just talking a lot, and
But you hated
you
me
seem
with
chill.
no information about me because
Yeah, and then I
the
started.
information you had was from Kevin Brennan.
Yeah, and then when I talked to you, it was cool.
So how did I win you over? What about me won you over?
I mean, you were nice.
Because
You
it's
didn't
not,
seem.
I think it's, sorry to interrupt you. I think it's easier to jump to not liking someone than to jump to not liking someone and then liking someone. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, I guess in a way, but yeah, I mean, I just started liking you just because you seemed friendly. You were nice, and you weren't what Kevin was saying you were. So
What did Kevin say
you're
I was?
a gunt.
A gunt or a cunt?
Yeah, I was trying to avoid that word. I mean, anytime your name gets brought up, he says Gashly. So
What does Gashly mean to you?
like a big old vagina, big old used vagina or something. That's what I'm guessing. I can be
Mm,
proven wrong. I don't know exactly what he means by it.
he nails it once in a while. I'm just kidding. I've got a big asshole cut. I mean, like, what in the world? Gashly? Like, that's rude. Anyway, I was gonna say something, but YouTube. I have not had children, and I'm a very tiny person. I'm tall, but I'm small. Frank said, "What did Frank say? Can you read it? Can you see it?
Yeah. Clear my throat.
Let
Frankfurt, you're
me clear
smarter.
my throat." No, 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 no. It's Craig Mack, right?
I believe so. You're smarter, funnier, more people would rather hang out with you than Ray. Ashley wins.
I love Frank. I think Frankfurt is Frank. I think they have like two handles. I could be wrong. I could be wrong about literally everything, guys.
Frank also has two hands.
I think Frank definitely has two hands. That's for sure. I don't think
Well,
he's missing a hand or she. I feel like it's a woman, but I'm not sure.
Frankfurt?
Ashley, what does it say? Ashley's last
Ashley's last MLC appearance was amazing. She disarmed KB, never seen that happen before.
Yo, I'll tell you all this. If you owe me money, Whitney Cummings, listen up. If you owe me money and you've been awful to me, please do not expect me to be graceful. I do my best, but come on now.
Do I owe you money?
Not yet.
Well, whenever I do, you can come get it.
Where am
We
I
have
going to go?
Texas.
Tejas?
Yes.
So, what are you going to do to make you owe me money to get me to Texas?
It's a lot of form work to do, girl. Put you to work.
Are you going to Las Vegas for Hackamania?
Hell no.
Hell no. Damn, Ashley. You're so funny. You make me laugh. Um, so you've never been to any of those events and you won't go?
No, I'll probably
Can I
avoid
see
it.
those kissy lips?
Say that again?
Can I see those kissy lips?
Kissy lips.
You go like this. You did it in the dating game like 20 times. You can't do it.
This?
Do it again.
Excuse me, say please.
Please, sir, daddy, can you do the kissy lips?
Jesus Christ. Damn, Ashley, calm down, man.
Damn, Ashley. Damn. Okay, what do we want to say to the people before we say goodbye?
Suck on my
These nuts?
balls and play with my jungle gym.
What does that mean, play with my jungle gym?
My tank.
Okay, so I remember the monkey bars. I remember the slide. I remember a lot of things about the jumping in the balls. But like, you only have like your dude, right?
Huh?
I'm asking you a
What?
question. You are
Ask
a
me if I'm a
dude,
dude?
yes or no?
Yes, I am a fellow man. Thank you.
So you only have a stick and 2 balls. That's not a jungle gym. No
Well,
one
in
would go
between
to
the
a jungle
in be-
gym that just had a stick and 2 balls. That would be the most
in be,
boring jungle gym ever.
well, that's between the balls and the butthole. That's the jungle. That's what I call it anyway. The jungle gym.
Wait, are you bi? What does the butthole have to do with anything?
It's the taint. It's not the butthole. I said it's between.
Wait, you have some people here. Ask Adeptus. What does it say?
Ask Adeptus to Mega Santos what his screen name means.
What does it mean?
Adeptus Megas is another thing that I'm not gonna get into. It's gonna be too long. But Adeptus is like I'm adept. Like if I was still in the occult, if I was still doing what I was doing, I would be an adept at the moment.
What were you doing?
Another stream, Ashley.
Would you talk about it privately? Okay, guys, thank you for being here. I appreciate you all. Laundromat, I'm sorry I thought that you were not a nice person. There's like a laundry person that's not nice to me.
Yeah,
All
Laundry
of
Room
them.
2. Laundry Room 2 is an asshole. Laundry Room 1's cool. I know him
They're
personally.
not the same person.
How does he know about that?
Have I ever called you all night ever once?
Yeah, all the time. Literally, all the
Shut the
time.
fuck up. I will blow your
Literally.
spot up. You want me
You
to
will blow
embarrass
what?
you? I'll
You'll
blow
blow what?
everything up. You want me to embarrass you?
No, calm down.
Did you tell
Damn,
Laundry
Ashley.
Room I called you all night?
Hell no.
I've
I
never.
don't talk to any of these people.
We've talked to each other, but neither of us have called each other all night.
Ashley, it was a joke. Calm down.
You calm down.
You calm down.
Zohar. You guys don't
Zohan?
even want to know. Hold on a second. Do you know about the Zohar?
Zohar the Barbarian?
No, Zohar the book. Hold on. That's very funny because for good luck, sometimes an excuse the computer's going to move because it's sitting on the Zohar.
Okay.
I have a small version of the Zohar as well.
Now we get to see your pants.
I'm wearing sweatpants, but yeah.
Your zipper's
see my
down.
sweatpants. What?
Huh?
So this is the copy. This is my jam. It's
I have
super
to
thick.
Google it. Nice.
You don't know what the
It's
Zohar is?
super thick and black. I knew it.
Like you remember? No, I'm just kidding. So there's something called scanning the Zohar. This is an interesting thing. You guys can check that out if you want. So there's something called scanning the Zohar. So it is in I think it's Aramaic. I believe I'm correct. So there's something called scanning the Zohar. Even though I'm not fluent in Aramaic, but you go like you pick up. My friend and I used to pick a page, and you just go from left to right,
Fuck was that?
and you Skinwalker.
I think it was a coyote.
You go left to right, and you just meditate on the words. This page that I just pulled up randomly is page 300. The Zohar, you know what they say about Zohar? They say if someone has Zohar, and I have several, I have little ones that my friends in Kabbalah gave me.
Dangerous.
Um,
Kabbalah.
well, I don't disagree with you about that, but I also think the most dangerous thing that happened to Kabbalah, because it's just Jewish mysticism, was the celebrities getting involved.
No, I think they got him involved, but yeah, sure. We can talk about that later.
For sure. But they say about Zohar, the only way a person ever has a Zohar is if they're meant to have it. Like it's a very a sacred thing. Like it doesn't just like it doesn't it finds you. You can't find a Zohar. Does that
Sounds
make
creepy.
sense?
Yeah, it sounds creepy.
So does some of the things that you say sometimes, but nobody's judging you about that.
Damn.
Damn, Adeptus.
Chill.
Okay, what are you doing tonight? You want to hang out?
I told you I was just gonna chill tonight. I have nothing really going
So you
on.
don't want to meet up? Is that what you're saying?
Meet up? You aren't you in Cali? I'm in Texas, girl.
I could be in Texas. I didn't get an invite.
You did.
Open invite?
Yeah, sure. Come on.
Is
We
your
got some.
cat gonna
We
pee
got some,
on me though?
maybe we got some farm work to do. Come on.
I'm good at farm work. I'm really good with my hands. I like working.
Oh, we'll test that.
Okay, let's say goodbye to the people. Do you want to plug? Hi Frank. Do you want to plug anything?
No, I'm good.
How can
Appreciate
people
it,
send?
though.
How can people send you money?
They don't have to. It's cool.
But do you have a Venmo or something? Come on.
Nah, I
Yalla
don't have
yalla
that.
habibti yalla.
Yalla, Habibi. Oh,
So I'm
no.
habibti and you're habibi. Male is
Okay.
habibi. Female is habibti. I spent time in the Middle East. I never went to Saudi. I spent time in Qatar.
I know. I work with some Jordanian dudes. So I know
So
a
how can
couple
people
words.
send you money?
They can't. I won't accept it.
Do you have a channel or like something that you want to plug? Are you gonna go to Papa Kill tonight?
It depends what time it goes on. If it goes on too late, like it usually does, probably not. And last time I went on there after you told me to go on, you dipped as soon as I got there.
Oh my gosh, I fell asleep, first of all. Second of all, you go on his show. You go on his show all the time by yourself. And I was just like, anyway, you know what happened there. So that's rude.
You get a little call tonight.
Can you promise
We'll
me you
talk.
won't kill any coyotes, please? Just scare them off. They're very easily scared.
When they're
Actually,
dragging
this is the promise I want you to make to me in a public situation. You're never gonna kill a coyote or any wild animal again. Please. You can kill roaches.
For sure, 100%. But when the coyotes are
Promise?
dragging,
Pinky swear.
Let me finish speaking, woman.
Yes, sir. Gosh, you're so fucking intense.
But when the coyotes are dragging your goats, literally by the throat. It's kind of hard to just be like, "Hey, buddy, why don't you shush on over? Shush, stop that. That's a bad boy." It's kind of hard to do
No,
that.
you can shoot a gun into the air or whatever. You don't have to hurt the coyote. Believe me, if it's like got a goat, I want you to save that goat. But it will be terrified if you shoot a bullet into the air. Just the noise, it will run away. I mean, you know more than me. I'm just asking you not to unnecessarily kill any animals, if that's possible, please.
Yeah, sure. Unless they're skinwalkers.
In that case, I think you know what to do.
Yeah, although I think they might be impervious to some bullets because I swear to God I shot one time.
Was it so when you say skinwalkers, you felt like there was like a entity inside of one of the animals? Is that what you're saying?
No, they're literally all over Texas. There's so many videos you can go on YouTube and look at them. Like it's this pale, skinny little tall things. They look like Stevie Lou. It's just the scariest shit.
To be fair, Stevie Lou is quite scary looking, and so is what's that other fucking guy's name? Tom
Chad.
Myers. I think they're both
Tom Myers.
skinwalkers, quite frankly.
Tom Myers is a little goblin.
They're both just unmentionable. They're lazy and lame, and I don't. There's not.
Say,
I
do that
fe-
again. What'd you just do?
They're both lazy and lame, and
Ugh.
not. I feel like they're not even cool enough to be skinwalkers.
No, they can't even climb on trees.
No, they couldn't survive a second without, whatever they need or do to whatever helps
Yeah,
them.
because
I can't even
skinwalkers
give
are
them
usually naked
oxygen.
too. So
What?
skinwalkers are usually naked too. So
Ew. Ew. You just gave me the worst fucking visual that I did not need right now, sir.
Stevie Lou butt naked in the woods.
No one wants to see that. No one's showing up for that. No one's showing up for him with clothes on. Come on now. What?
Didn't he already show his balls on stream with that guy that died, ski mask or something?
I mean, quite frankly, does he have anything else in his deck of cards besides that? He's also has an account that is called Ashley Cummings Yoga. Like he created an account and he pretends to be me and then he pretends it's not him being me.
Oh, that's creepy.
Well, the creepiest thing is like one of the most reliable people in the Dabbleverse, which almost feels like a contradiction in terms, saying told me I 100% know it's Stevie Lou pretending to be you.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But then Buckman's like, who did you get this information from? Like Stevie Lou that's not his style. I'm like, pretty sure you don't know that man very well. Pretty sure he's a big ass fucking loser pretending to be me all the time. So all right, guys, we got to go talk about skinwalkers. Ashley, get him back to discuss occult background and cryptoids. Cryptoids, what do you know about them?
Oh, you mean like the Mothman and all those? Yeah, and
Yo,
mermaids and everything like
Texas is
that. Yeah.
like the spot for all this stuff, right?
Mothman and some other thing are from New Jersey. The New
You're
Jersey
from New
Devil.
Jersey,
You
but
ever
you
heard
live
of
in
that?
Texas, right?
No, I'm not. I'm not from New Jersey.
Oh, you're saying that the Mothman accounts were in New Jersey.
Yeah, New Jersey Devil. We can talk about that later.
Do you know
Next
anything
stream.
about cryptoids?
Yeah, the Mothman and yeah, I know a couple of them. I probably would have to come on here sober to talk about it for sure.
Okay, love. Thank you for being here. Thank you guys all for being here. We are going to go and we're going to have a fun Saturday night. And we wish you the same. Happy holidays and have the best new year. And we'll see you soon. Adeptus, if you don't call me in 5, you're in deep shit.
What?
Damn.